Hello, everybody. It's your 97th favorite toaster, the real, totally purple Protogen. Generic purple Protogen.
You might have to raise your voice a little bit.
Shut up!
There we go. Okay. Do you want me to get you a chair because you're far away from the mic and a bit quiet? Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Zoom usually kneels on the floor right there, so it's not. No, don't. You don't.
I
haven't vacuumed the floor.
No, I kneel. I kneel for you. That's what knights do, right?
You're a knight?
Yes. I am both a king and a knight.
You could just sit there and I'll put the mic there.
Oh, that's a lot smarter.
That's what I was doing. Yeah, because I thought of that. Hi, everybody. It's me, Purple, and also the real other Purple, aka King, my boyfriend. Hi, King. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Nice. Wart frame 40,000. Yes. Wait, did you just say Warframe? Oh no, oh no, the Inquisition's gonna have to hear about this. Anyways, hi everybody. Today is gonna be a pretty ridiculous stream. Get it? Get it? Get it? I was this close to making a kazoo cover of the Adeptus Ridiculous opening theme song. Opening theme tune, I guess? Yeah. If you know it, I was this close to doing it. And, oh man, I kind of regret not doing it. But, like, I don't have a kazoo right now. It's over there.
What happened to all your kazoos?
No, not right there. I mean, it's out in the living room.
One of, like, what? How many? Each and every time.
I have the kazoos. It's literally out there in the living room. Yes, all of them. They're all in the living room.
What's the point of having all of them in one room? You have to have one.
Cause kazoos.
You have to have a kazoo per room.
One kazoo per room. Well, I'm a rule breaker.
At least one per room. You gotta have the bathroom kazoo, the bedroom kazoo, the kitchen kazoo, the attic kazoo.
This stream's already getting off to a great start. How is everybody? Make Murder Drone's version of Purple. That would probably be cool if I knew what Murder Drone's. I've not seen it. I've not seen it. Yeah, I need to.
So you know the person I keep comparing you to? He made that.
What?
Yeah.
I don't. You're just waving your hand. I'm not understanding.
Yeah. I don't know if it. Can I say his name? Is that copyrightable? I don't know.
Anyways, I have no idea. I need to watch it.
Yes.
Yeah. I have a cup of water in each room. I guess always come prepared. In case you get thirsty in a room. Okay. I'm back. Oh, hey, dude, what's up? Alright, so today, if you don't know, I have King of Gnomes, aka King here, and we're gonna be talking about ridiculous things in Warhammer. And you might be saying, Purple, this is just a terrible parody of Adeptus Ridiculous, a great Warhammer 40k podcast right here on YouTube that you could go check out right now and actually learn something about 40k.
And like
so
this one, which you'll probably somehow not learn. What's the opposite of learning? Forgetting.
Forgetting.
You'll somehow forget things you didn't know you knew about the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
You're very comprehensible today.
Comprehensible?
Yeah, sure. You're a great graphic designer. Your thumbnail is great. Oh, thanks, Nockies. Everyone do Welcome to Hell. Actually, more literally this time, because we're going to be talking about cool things like the Warp, demonic possessions, and the Horus Heresy in general. Anyways, wait. Did the Simp sound play? The Simp sound has not played yet. Oh my god, Astro Blue, thank you so much for that. Hey! Welcome to Toaster! There it is! There we go. Welcome to Toaster. Hope you enjoy those emojis. Yeah! Alright.
Am I still a member? I think I'm still a member. Maybe not. No.
Oh no. But they have furries and a guy without. Wait, what? Huh? What? Why did I hear the simp noise again? Oh, it's Avarice. Oh my god, Avarice, thank you so much for the simp membership for 12 months! Jesus Christ! Want to play Vermintide or Dark Toilet tomorrow? I would love to play Darktide tomorrow. Maybe Vermintide.
Oh,
Dark Tide, not Dark Toilet.
Listen, I want to play Dark Toilet. Let's go.
I don't like the sound of that game. Okay. It's still a little buggy and the servers are dying. That's what I thought. So we might. Okay, so we might either do Vermintide or Dark Tide tomorrow. Hopefully we'll do something like that.
Oh, me and you both know nothing about 40k. Moderately unusual person. So
what?
We'll both probably learn something.
Anyways, okay, today we're gonna be talking. Yeah, if you wanna actually learn something about Warhammer, go look at Adeptus Ridiculous, because I'm pretty much
literally look at any 40k video that isn't this. This is probably more comedical than it is educational.
That's what Adeptus Ridiculous is supposed to be. This is just like the insane ramblings of a Protogen and a magpie.
It's technically educational to let your kids watch it, kind of thing.
What? I guess I kind of get what you mean, but
cool, because I don't.
Oh, okay.
Understand.
Eldar's the best faction. Changed my mind.
Orcs!
Actually, yeah, I would say orcs.
It's orcs!
Orcs! What? But we'll be talking about neither one of them. We're gonna be talking about everyone's favorite people. People, aka humanity, aka the Imperium of Man, and how things got so terrible.
It all started with the something started bang.
Oh, okay. Goodbye from channel. Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so sorry about that. Let's see. Moving on.
For a second, I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, what? I just got here.
Okay. Let's see. Education is for the educated. Yeah, and we're not that. So let's do it. I'm here for the comedy.
Yourself. I am highly educated.
I could see that. Nice. Personally, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know either. But I'm talking about 40k. Too lazy to actually go for a 40k channel for good lore 40k. I mean, yeah. But, like, there's so many good 40k, like, lore channels. I mean, there's plenty of just alright 40k channels. What?
Hi, people.
Oh, you okay?
No!
I'm sorry, folks, but the animatronic is having a bit technical difficulties.
Gets a little quirky at night? Dude, how are you not reacting?
Because I didn't get that.
Oh, right! Wait, why are the proto beans in that pose?
Did I do that?
Yes, no, dude, by the Omnissiah. Dude! Oh my god, Max Gamer, thank you so much for the $100! Dude! Why?
$1 million.
Hi, Purple. Hi. No, we haven't even talked about anything. Why? It's words.
Don't worry, chat. I know how to restart Purple.
Oh, hey, I'm okay.
Is it working?
Wow, the beat.
It's working.
Oh, Jesus, my headphones.
It works.
Oh wait, no, you didn't read the instructions. It says, what does it say? It says, your Protogen character, please reboot by tapping both shoulder panels and boopings or smooching the snoot. Yay! Not with the bean! Not with the bean! Okay. What was I talking about?
Nothing yet.
Okay. Right, I forgot. Oh my god. I'm like, why was I screaming? Did I hallucinate something? Never mind. That's a reason to scream. Dude, why?
Because you're entertaining.
I haven't done anything entertaining yet! It's been 5 minutes! That's not a reason to make a poor financial decision. as I look around the room with Warhammer miniatures, okay, maybe.
I spent $100 today.
Oh, it's whole.
Yeah, so like that person.
On what?
Don't worry about it.
Now I'm very worried. Oh, okay. If it's Warhammer, I'm.
No, it's not Warhammer.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I haven't done that yet.
Thank you. Good. Thank you.
Dude, yet.
Yeah, no. Thank you. Can we get all of the toasters in chat for Max Gamer? Dude, you can't just do that without me doing anything. I'm sorry, dude. I haven't earned it yet. I haven't talked about it. I haven't sat here for 3 hours talking about 40k lore.
Well, then talk $100 worth of 40k lore.
Where's my simp rank, Purple? There's your simp rank. Just at me on the Discord server after this is over. It's words. Sorry, I get so flustered. Okay. Gonna recenter. Thank you all for those toasters in chat. As a little thank you, because, well, I guess my channel is now possible. My channel is continuing going, Yeah.
Yay! Continuation!
Yay! Having fun on the internet, I guess. Dude, Purple's having a spring lock failure. The animatronics do sure get a little quirky at night. Anyways, right, sorry. It's just really hard to move on from that so quickly, It's hard to go, oh my god, thank you, anyways. You
got this. Make it worth the $100.
Do I scream more? Do I scream less? I'm sorry. You're here to see me talk about 40k. I'm going to talk about 40k now. Okay, let's go. What a chaotic beginning. Yeah, of course it was. Sorry. Okay, gotta stop the screaming. We're just gonna inhale. We're gonna get our gamer powder.
Oh no.
I should not have shucking that. Now it's gonna explode out powder everywhere. Well, the smoke. Do not sniff it. Do not inhale that. It was very... Because I did once. I sniffed the... I'm like, ooh, it's the powder. It's like vaporizing. Ah! And now my nose tasted like... I could taste the lemon inside of my nose, and that was not very fun.
What do you mean you can taste it in your nose?
Yeah, that's what I said. But I'm like, oh god, my nose tastes like lemons and caffeine.
Life gives you lemons.
Commit arson. Cave Johnson. When life gives you lemons, commit arson. So I'm gonna mix up this powder, and then I'll jump into 40k. So, King, you know what we're talking about, right?
Sort of.
I don't... I was really thinking about doing, a whole intro parody and saying, join the Patreon that definitely exists for more sweet posters, and then throwing up one of my thumbnails that looks sus, because... Of course.
Because you should.
Because it...
Probably.
No, because it's a reference to the channel I'm parodying.
Ah.
And I thought about doing all that, but no, I'm just gonna jump right into it. But speaking of the parody, I was gonna have a quote for you, but you came a little early and then I forgot to grab it.
Oh. Whoops. Sorry.
Can you just turn around while I get the quote real quick?
Alright.
Can you just close your eyes while I look up the exact wording of the quote? Let's see. Let's see. This is gonna be a little while. Maybe never mind on the quote, because there's a lot of quotes from a lot of people. I tried to look for a specific one, but, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Maybe never mind on the quote, I guess. Oops, sorry. Today we're talking about the Great Crusade and Horus Heresy. Basically, why the galaxy is terrible now. So, as we know in the 40k universe, the Imperium is backwards. They hate innovation. Innovation is heresy. They despise like magic users and witches and stuff. They're very superstitious, and overall they're barely holding on.
So
and
like my Nana.
Yeah, it's super authoritarian.
Just like my grandma used to do.
Okay, then we're good. Anyways, but yeah, how the Imperium and the universe kind of got like this is the story that will be told today. Basically, the story of modern day 40k. Basically, most of the lore in 40k. No, we're not going over the war in heaven, even though that goes in the backstory, a bunch of other stuff. We're going into the backstory of the Imperium of Man. Two richest fan bases are Warhammer fans and furry fandom. So when Warhammer furries are the richest ever, or the poorest ever, because terrible financial decisions. Let's see.
They're not called terrible life decisions for being good.
I know.
So do the good bad decisions.
No, does anybody mind if I get? Oh no, Max Gamer. Anyways, gotta go bye. Oh bye, Max Gamer. Have a good.
Oh,
what's sorry? What were you gonna say?
Never mind. If they're gone, never mind.
Okay. Alright, see you, Max Gamer. Sorry if I'm a little late or you're already gone. Sorry if you didn't hear me say that. Oops. Oh, now I feel bad because I'm behind chat. Sorry. Alright, go back to normal. What? Sorry, tried to speedrun chat real quick. C insert RAM or select payment type. Paying with RAM? Jesus.
Well, I mean, I've tried paying with squirrels before. Paying with RAM is probably not that different. Yeah. The squirrel to US dollar ratio is like a 9 to 5. It's pretty good.
Oh, a 9 to 5, like 9 squirrels equals $5. Usually it's like this to $1. Okay. Oh my God, Fazzo Z Gaming, thank you so much for the $2. I killed the fish woman in Undertale finally.
No, not the fish woman.
I need to do the genocide run at some point.
No, I can't.
Thank you so much for the $2. It really doesn't mean a lot, and it helps me out immensely. Yeah.
Also, I first read that as I killed a woman with a fish. And I was confused.
Well, the Holy Mackerel, Team Fort 2 reference. Anyways,
you must bring a shrubbery and cut down the greatest oak.
What?
With a herring. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, then I guess I won't. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna be talking for about the next 2 hours on 40k lore. I will be looking at chat, but not as much as just a chatting stream. Don't worry, a just chatting stream is going to be tomorrow. I'm also hopefully going to play Darktide at the end of it. But yeah! Anyways, let's see. So, do you know who the...
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Do you know who the Emperor of Man is?
He's the guy that likes to wear psychic mascara, right?
Yes! Okay, let me get an image of the Emperor of Man. Emperor. Why did I hear the simp sound? I've gotten enough money! Jesus. Okay. Oh my God, Fazzo Z Gaming, thank you so much for the $82! Bruh, I have nothing else to do. Don't blame me. Nothing else to do than what? Spend money? Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at him. That's mascara right there.
Oh, okay. It's one of these files. Well then let's get the image. This image of the Emperor.
One of those weird web files.
Yeah. Trying to get a. This one's one too. Damn it.
You can usually convert them pretty easily.
I want to open an image right now.
Well, yeah, just, in the file type, rename it to .png. That's usually what I do.
That works?
Half the time.
Save image. As we file, let's see. Oh, it actually did work.
Yeah,
Wow, I'm
see?
stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, nice. Let's see.
I mean, there might be a few pixel cutting here and there. But it should be fine.
Boop. I'm gonna move myself. Let's see. There's a screen capture. Aha! There he is! Behind me. Where is he? There he is. This is the Emperor of Man. As you could see...
Look at that mascara he's got on.
I don't think you'll understand the definition of mascara.
Well, yeah, it's the stuff you put on to look pretty. And he puts on all that crap to look pretty, but it's psychic power mascara.
You are actually right. Okay, so the Emperor of Man is, we don't really know how he came to be. Some people think he's a bunch of shaman souls all converged into one big soul. Some people think he's a super weapon from the Dark Age of Technology, aka the Golden Age of Technology. And some people think that, I don't know, he's always been there. The shaman soul thing is actually, right now, the kind of canon thing. It's weird. Anyways, Emperor is...
Shaman's souls...
They all died all at once, and then their souls turned into one soul and went into a single guy, and this guy's 16 feet tall or something dumb like that. At 14 feet tall, he's ginormous.
I think I understand.
The Emperor is the greatest psyker in the galaxy. If you don't know what a psyker is, they're basically a space wizard!
They go psych a lot.
Yeah, they, also, that glowing behind him is just his psychic power being all like, look at how cool I am. And he also has a psychically activated magic flaming sword, which should insta-kill literally everything, even demons who could respawn. So it's very interesting. Let's see. It's canon that the Emperor was, wears a psychic foundation. Yes, that's what I was getting into. Yeah, people, so, like, these people who just aren't affected by, warp energy, aka psychic energy, aka called blanks.
AKA, they brain be so smooth, the magic just slides right off, right?
No, it's more like they have a negative soul.
So their brain is concaved inward, no.
It's not their brain, it's their soul. Anyways, but yes, like, blanks could actually see him for what he really is. He's still like a ludicrous giant in gold armor, but, you know, he's not as sparkly.
As far as we know.
As far as we know, he's sparkly because he makes people see him sparkly because disguise self is really cool. He looks like he's going to shit yourself.
He does have a look to him.
Yes.
Beware.
Anyways. Oh, look, it's an anti-furry. That might just be a furry pretending to be an anti-furry for attention. I've seen a lot of that recently. Never mind. Sorry, continuing. So, humanity, you know where they're at? They're having a terrible time. Recently, this cool thing called the Age of Strife happened, and before all this, humanity conquered the galaxy. Humans are everywhere. They're trading with aliens. They have ludicrous, powerful technology. They could create suns, blow up black holes, and all their work is done by robots. And then the robots turn against them, and the entire galaxy.
I hate
chaos. Probably chaos.
Okay.
Probably
evil
demons.
Magic.
Yes.
I can accept that. One of the things I don't like is in media. It's like. And then the robots revolted. Why did they revolt? Oh, they became so smart they decided that they didn't want to be taken into, slavery anymore. But why did you program them to think that in the first place? You have control of the code.
Yeah,
you have to.
I feel the exact same way about you. That you, can you guys hear that? Because you were kind of speaking to the air. Sorry, I'm just worried about people not being able to hear you.
That was kind of a half rant, so...
Oh, okay.
It was kind of supposed to be echoey and unable to be heard as I died.
Oh, okay. Anyways, not all of the machines went against them, because, there was an intact STC, standard template construct, that, got teleported to the future, but he was friends with humanity. Whatever, I'll get on to any of this later. Anyways, the Men of Iron Uprising was a big thing that the entire galaxy had to unite to put down, and left humanity, absolutely devastated. Then this cool thing called the Age of Strife happened, where, so you know how, hyperdrive in Star Wars, or, what do they use in Star Trek to travel really fast?
For the most part, it's just called light speed.
Yeah, light speed, or ludicrous speed, or whatever. You know, that, in 40K... In 40K, to travel faster than light, to open a portal, you open portals and go through the portals, and then travel through this, dimension, and then you could exit the portal and get to your destination, in a few hours instead of a few 100 years. Unfortunately, this little dimension that you have to travel through is what most people refer to as a hell, Just the dark pits of Hades. Demons are scratching at your ship.
It's fine. It's like cutting across your neighbor's yard that has the weird pit bull that wants to bite you.
Yeah, but the pit bull is Cthulhu. You
Yeah.
literally have to go through Cthulhu's back lawn every time you want to go to Lightspeed. It's you have like this shield called a Galar Field, which makes all the demons go away, but like you have to travel through the warp. The warp is also where Psychers draw their power from. It's basically hell, but not really. You know, it's where souls go when they die and are immediately eaten by demons. Anyways, what? I'm in live stream chat, right? He's just posting about the Pacer test. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
I love the Pacer test.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage... It's Warhammer lore! God, I'm getting so distracted. Yes, I understand. Yes, of course you do. Anyways, God, I'm doing a terrible job at this. What?
We need to make a 40k Pacer test.
What would that... It's just the School of Progenium. That's really funny to those who get it. The kids are going into the walls for misbehaving. Anyways, so, there's this... Sorry about that. Anyways.
So you go through Cthulhu's backyard.
Yeah, you go through Cthulhu's backyard to, like, Lightspeed. You can't do that anymore. You gotta just... Warp travel just isn't a thing, because warp storms are literally everywhere. Warp storms are basically, you know, like a storm. You can't sail through it. You just can't do it.
Well, you can.
Not a warp storm. It's a storm just with demons. And just...
Again, you probably can. You're probably not going to make it out.
Oh, yeah, no.
You got like a 99% failure rate.
Oh, indubitably. But, like...
But you technically can't go in, like a volcano.
Oh, no.
Technically, I could just jump in the volcano.
No, well, many people tried that, because this Age of Strife lasted for 5,000 years.
So people jumped into volcanoes
No,
to fast travel?
No, okay.
That's a good video game idea.
I'm trying to explain 40k lore. This is already very weird. Star Trek used space warp. There it is. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Anyways, but the Age of Strife basically destroyed humanity. Humanity was cut off from itself. Like, if you were outside of, like, the immediate star system, you couldn't really be reached in, like, more than, like, 100 years. You know?
Yeah.
Well, no. What happens when a bunch of worlds are exclusively manufacturing worlds, and a bunch of worlds are exclusively agricultural worlds, and you need all your food, all of your water imported from other planets?
You're either going to die...
There we go.
Or evolve.
Well, let's say a lot. The first thing happened a lot, and yeah, it was. Watching all the succubuses licking your ship windows, begging you to turn off your shields, only to eat your flesh once they're off. Yeah, exactly. Don't trust warp demons, please. Anyways, so.
Yeah, still people will trust them.
I know. Well, that's why Slaanesh happened. Anyways, so humanity was cut off from itself, and Terra, aka Earth, you know, it had the most population, like the galaxy. Obviously, they imported pretty much all their food, so it immediately just started
dead.
Nukes were fired, and it was just turned into Mad Max. The whole world. Mad Max. There are these guys in big war rigs, techno-barbarians they're called. Imagine Mad Max, just with more robot arms and plasma guns. Just a few more. But mostly Mad Max. Anyways.
Just a little bit of salt.
Anyways, so the Emperor has been chilling in the Himalayas, yes really, for this whole time.
Practicing his awesome yodeling skills.
Probably. He gets bored of yodeling, goes to check on humanity, and realizes that that everyone is dead, I guess. And so then he's like, okay, I'm gonna reunite the galaxy. Don't know why I did this not any sooner.
Oh, whoops, guys. I'm so totally sorry. I got caught in a business call.
Well, actually, it's mostly because of the warp storms. Anyways, all the warp storms went away because the Eldar how do I say this without getting demonetized? They did a galactic-wide demonetizations, and, blood flowed in the streets. It was terrible. And then Slaanesh was made, the god of excess, and then killed all the elves. So if you're wondering why you don't see many elves in 40k, it's because their souls are all being eaten by a random space god. Oops, but this also blew away all those warp storms. So now space travel is back on the table. This has been a very, very, very quick timeline of the past 38,000 years. No, 28,000 years leading up to the years of 30k. Okay.
The 30k.
And that's where our story begins. That was all background. This is where our story, like, actually starts. Okay, so this guy called the Emperor, or just the quote-unquote new man before he adopted his title, he got together a bunch of immortal people called Perpetuals, and he was like, okay, let's reunite humanity and go on this big crusade to save the galaxy and stuff. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. And he's not only the greatest psyker in the galaxy, like, blow up spaceships with his mind type of powerful psyker, but like
blows up pancakes with mind.
Yeah, the Emperor could 100% do that. He could blow up all of the pancakes on a planet with his mind at the same time, yes. I'm pretty sure. Anyways.
Confound pancakes.
I can't believe you hate pancakes this much.
I don't like them. They don't taste good. I like waffles.
How dare you! Get out!
No! As Emperor of Waffles.
That sounds like some heresy there, buddy. The Inquisition will come for you. Wait, I'm trying to talk about 40k.
Waffles are the Inquisition.
Waffles can't exterminate the planet, now can they?
Yes, they can. Watch.
Okay, so, hi Purple, hello. I'm having a small mental breakdown. It's okay. So, anyways, hey yo Purple, what? This is darker than I thought. Yes, this is 40k is where the term grimdark got coined because of its tagline: in the grim darkness there is only war. Abandon reason! No, only war! Is like one of the main catchphrases of the Space Marines. So yeah, Warhammer is very dark, and to a very silly degree. Don't take the setting super seriously. Anyways, trying out my new air fryer, listening about pancakes. Oh, hey, Mango, what's up? You clearly own an air fryer. Nice!
I don't. I have a toaster oven.
Ha! Oh.
Toaster oven. Waffles. I might do that when I get home.
Oh, okay. Anyways, where was I? Alright. To do this, task of reuniting all of humanity across 1,000,000 worlds.
He had to find the Triforce.
No, he wanted an army.
Oh.
So he got his... He's not only a great psyker, like the most powerful psyker of the galaxy. Not only is he a ludicrous giant, but he's a scientist.
Ah,
He really likes gene editing in his gene labs. He really likes making genes. Not denim. No, of course not. Anyways, sorry. He worked together with some other scientists to create these cool guys called the Thunder Warriors.
I'm okay.
They are not Space Marines. They're not Space Marines. They're big guys who, basically ginormous brutes who wear half power armor. I'm pretty sure only their legs no, their upper. They wore power armor with an open helmet, and only, like, the top half was powered. Their legs were just powered by them walking around, so it was very clunky.
It was V1 trial and error pilot episode version of Space Marines.
Basically, yeah. These were like the Alpha Space Marines, and they united Terra under one banner, the Emperor, and then the Emperor created the Custodians, which are these ludicrous, demigod super soldiers who are like
all the bucks,
who wear gold and are very, very, very crazy.
Because of the bucks.
Yes, because of the bucks?
Yeah. No, custodians are people, like janitors, never mind.
Yeah, because of the mops. Or the
mops.
brooms. Or the... Anyways. Anyways. He's a biologist. Yes, the Emperor is a biologist. And he was a furry. I'll get into that in just a second. When he creates his Primarchs. I'll tell you about that later. Anyways. The Custodians could only be made very, very rarely and with big E blood, so they need Emperor's blood to make them. So they were very rare. There are only 10,000 of them generally in the galaxy at any given time. And he needs like millions of soldiers. So, and the Thunder Warriors, they die really quickly. As in, yeah, they after like 20 years, they kind of just, they're all the modifications done to them kind of just kills them, which is not good.
And their warranty expired.
Their warranty literally expires, and they're not very smart. They're very dumb. They're bigger and actually stronger and tougher than actual Space Marines. But they're kind of just brutes that just hit things and shoot guns very good. And very decent enough, you know? So you know what the Emperor did?
Made more?
No. He started phasing out the Thunder Warriors when making the Space Marines. Nah, just kidding. He made Space Marines. They murdered all of them. Because, of course, why not? Because, you know, the Emperor is sometimes not the best person. I know he's not a very good person at all. We'll get into how he's a terrible dad later on. Anyways, speaking of which, remember all of his immortal friends, perpetuals, people who can't die? Oh yeah, also he's a perpetual. Every time the Emperor dies, he'll regenerate, come back to life later. Anyways. God, Jesus Christ. Anyways, sorry, my lungs are burning.
Sorry, you're allergic to me, aren't you?
No, it's just how my lungs work. Anyways, fun fact, the USSR had 34 million soldiers, and the Imperium of Man only has 1 million Space Marines spread over an entire galaxy and 1 million planets. How are there as many planets in the Imperium that there are Space Marines in the Imperium? But they take casualties all the time!
Because numbers are hard.
Numbers are hard. Anyways, I'll get into that later, because I'm saying we'll get into this later, because, you know, we will on most things. Anyways, the Emperor lost all of his friends when he was like, okay, hey guys, thanks for helping me reunite Terra. Okay, I know a lot of you guys aren't comfortable with the whole conquering the galaxy by force and guns. I kind of tricked you into doing this by saying it'll be all peaceful and stuff. Where's all my friends? And yeah, most people abandoned him, except for this cool guy called, Malkador the Sigillite. He was this, he's just a normal looking old guy. It's like the advisor to the king type of guy.
Hello, there's an old person speak.
No, he was he was very intelligent, spoke normally, and was the second most powerful psyker in the galaxy.
Wizards and what's not.
Yes, he was basically a wizard. He once dragged the moon of Jupiter, the, which one was it? Titan. He dragged Titan into a pocket dimension.
Like you do.
He put Titan, the moon, into a pocket dimension. And that's where Special Chapter Space Marines live, the Grey Knights. And he's the second most powerful psyker in the galaxy, second to the Emperor. Anyways.
I'm willing to bet villagers from Animal Crossing could probably also do that. Like, oh, hey, that's a pretty cool moon. I'm just going to put that in my pocket real quick.
Oh, it's not a literal pocket dimension. Look at his hair, though. I know, right? Look at those luscious locks of flowing hair.
Like
look at his hair. That would be funny if you could actually see him. Because his hair's his hair's short. Anyways, so I actually need a haircut as well. Excuse me.
We all need haircuts down here.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means we need haircuts down here.
Oh, okay. So, let's see. A bunch of people are peeping, merping, and booping in chat. It's very... Oh, thanks for the boop. Anyways, God, I was talking about something. Right, the Emperor! God, I'm getting very sidetracked. I would be terrible at this. This is why I don't do the lore podcasts. Anyways.
Because ooh, shiny thing.
Because ooh, shiny thing. Anyways, the Emperor created... he had to replace his perpetual friends with other generals. He wanted them to be generals, and they were like, I don't want to do military stuff, bye. So he created 20 generals, his 20 sons, the Primarchs. We have...
18 of them.
No, there's 20 of them. There are 20. There's 20. There's 20 Primarchs, and they are by name. Okay, actually, let me pull up the list. Let's see. 40k Primarchs. Primarchs, there we go. And, there. I just need their portraits. And they are... Let's see. Save image as... I don't know if this is official art or not, because some of the Primarchs look a little not like their actual designs. They look a little off, but this should work and it should be fine. Let's see. You guys see this graphic? Yeah. Oh, okay. Huh? Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna be right in the middle. Could be where the Emperor is. There we go. Okay. So also they're separated on two sides with blue backgrounds and red backgrounds. Don't worry about that. That has nothing to do with the future. Don't worry about that. But anyways, his 20 sons. Yes, all 20 of them are here, and they are by name. We got up here. We got Rogaldorn. Rogaldorn. Not Perturabo. What's his? Ferrus Manus. He's Mr. Iron Hands. Got Sanguinius. Over there we got the Lion. Vulcan. Right behind my head there was Mr. Ultramarine. What's his name? Gilliman, right. Got Jagatai. Jagatai? Yeah, down there in the corner we got Corvus Corax. Yes, his name literally means Raven. And then we got the Space Wolf Primarch. Not Ferrus Manus. Gleeman Russ. There he is. He's got the orange hair sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't. It's weird.
Sometimes he does.
So sometimes he's blonde. Sometimes they draw him as not that. Which is why I think this is fan art. Because some of them don't look correct. Like, okay, like for example, Fulgrim up there. Why is his skin cartoonishly yellow? Because he painted it gold because he's an idiot. He looks just like all the other Primarchs. He's weird. We'll get into Fulgrim later. Anyways,
He's a bit quirky.
He's a little quirky. Yeah, he's like, yes, gold. Why are you doing this?
Because I am the gold man.
I think he does that like once in the lore and never again. Anyway, he's a snake now. He is weird.
He's a snake now.
Anyways, we got Horus, Fulgrim, Perturabo, Lorgar, Evil Space Batman, Conrad Kurz, Mortarion, Magnus, Angron, and Alphaeus Omegon. There we go. Those are all the Primarchs. Anyways, yep. And yeah, those are all the Primarchs, aka the Emperor's sons. When I talk about each of... there's a way better picture. It only shows half of them. Where's the other half? Yeah, this was the actual official art. There's Fulgrim looking normal. No, where's the Primarchs?
You'll never see your precious Primarchs.
There's the other half. Why can't I find the full image?
Is it? I mean, you could go.
It might be just split up into two. So I'm gonna show the official art, I guess, or maybe I think they're both official art, just done by different people.
It's possible.
Yep. Alright, there we go. See, there we have like Horus and Fulgrim looking normal. We got Rogaldorn and a few other people back there. So yeah, the Primarchs. Minion! They're not minions. They called him a... Okay. Orcs! Orcs? I'm going insane! Nakis is losing his mind! Just give me a second. Anyways, Primarchs were his ludicrous giant sons. Yes, they were all like 12 feet tall as well because, you know what? Reasons, yeah. And they're all in like their little stasis pods, you know, like growing up, I guess. And he's like, yeah, the little baby Primarchs are in like pods. And the Emperor, who was sipping some coffee, is like, yes, I'm such a great dad. I'm going to be a great dad this whole time. I'm going to get today's newspaper. He walks outside, grabs the newspaper, he walks back, and all of the Primarchs are gone. And there's a portal to the warp in the corner.
Did I leave the window open again?
All the Primarchs were stolen by the ruinous powers, the gods of chaos. all 4 of them. And all 4 gods of chaos stole all the Primarchs and scattered them throughout the galaxy. For some reason, they didn't just kill them. Maybe they weren't powerful enough. But it probably has something to do with the deal that the Emperor made with Chaos. He says he stole power from Chaos to make the Primarchs. But I think he made a deal with Chaos to make the Primarchs and then just didn't follow through, which is why the Heresy happened the way it did.
Makes sense.
And why the scattering of the Primarchs happened. Mozzarella sticks! Mozzarella sticks! Mozzarella sticks! Stop spamming mozzarella sticks. Anyways.
Goodbye, mozzarella sticks.
But anyways, so the Emperor's like, oh man, now I have to find all my children. Worst of all, they're gonna be raised by complete random people.
Oh!
No! So,
Not random people!
and they all basically landed on different planets all over. Yep, that's right. All 20 Primarchs. We have, all 18 of them. Yeah, all 18. Yeah. Don't ask questions. Anyways, so, the first one to be found... Who was the first Primarch to be found? Let's see. Primarchs. Found order. There we go. Sorry, jeez. I actually don't know this. Let's see. That is not correct. Yeah, Horus is... Oh, the number is there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no.
And then...
First
okay,
number
yeah, okay.
is...
Okay, yeah, the Legion name. Anyways, okay, so here's the things that which are found. And actually, this is out of date. So, the first one found was the Emperor's favorite son, aka Horus. Horus Lupercal. He was the Primarch of the Legion of Space Marines known as the Luna Wolves. Because they attacked the moon one time. Also, there are the Space Wolves. The Emperor and the Warhounds. The Emperor just loved wolves for some reason. He really liked that wolf aesthetic.
Wolves are cuddly little guys.
Also, we are fairly certain he spliced actual wolf DNA in when making Leman Russ. They have like fangs and stuff.
Nice.
He literally made his persona into a Space Marine Legion.
Never mind. I mean, if you're already messing with genes, why not?
He's like, yes. And you could, and this son will have the power of going invisible, and this one will be a great wizard, and this one will be a furry.
I mean, I think out of all of them, I'd rather have the furry power than be invisible. Being invisible kind of sucks, you know? Not much you can do while invisible.
But it let him escape being nuked.
Right, but furry.
Okay, sorry. Anyways... Horus Lupercal? Is he related to the Horus Heresy? What are you talking about? that's a goofy thing. That's a goofy little question to ask. Anyways, so remember how I said so Horus was like the Emperor's favorite son because he was found first. And that's a lie. The actual first one found was Alpharius. I am Alpharius. He was found on Earth and kept a secret. Because reasons. He's a super spy, and his legion is also spies. Never mind that he's a 12-foot tall giant, and all of his space marines wear anti-tank power armor and are all 8 foot tall.
You can be sneaky at any size.
Oh, no, they're not the stealth marines. They're the spy marines.
Oh.
The stealth marines are the Raven Guard.
Oh, wait, so...
They have giant jetpacks. Because nothing says stealth like jetpacks and lightning claws.
I have some notes.
Okay, remember when I said don't take the setting too seriously? This is why. My son, you are my persona. Anyways, the first one officially found was Horus Lupercal, the War Master. Horus of the Luna Wolves right now. The second one found was Lehman Russ of the Space Wolves. He was found on a death world called Fenris. Because subtlety.
Federation?
No. It's Latin for wolf.
Oh.
Anyways, so the
I learned Latin.
Yay. Sorry. They what? Yeah, that's super sneaky. Exactly. Anyways, this guy was found on an ice world, and they're space Vikings, not space furries, but also, if something goes wrong in their induction, they'll turn into a werewolf, called the Wolfen Curse. Their models are horrendous, but they're okay, I guess. They also have space longships that you can play in the game. It looks like a flying giant rectangle. It's hilarious.
Yes!
Anyways, Furry explains Warhammer lore live. Exactly. Anyways, the next one found, and yeah, the Emperor's kind of just going around conquering worlds and saying, "Hey, join me or die." And people who say, "Okay, I'll join your Imperium," they get to join. And people who say, "No, we want freedom," they get They get 1 billion space marines drop podding down into their home. Not fun. So yeah, join the Imperium of Man or die. Again, the Emperor isn't the best person around.
Right, so what was the first option?
Join.
What was the second option?
Get killed by space marines.
I'll choose option 2.
Oh no. Anyways, the third son found was. The fourth son found was Ferrus Manus of the Iron Hands. This guy. Okay, this guy was like, it's hard to describe. He was very tough. He was almost like a jock, almost. And he loved machines. He had like a backpack full of like grabbing claws and like other cool stuff. And he literally had iron hands. And yes, Ferrus Manus translates to iron hands because subtlety.
They're as subtle as I am.
He defeated a okay. So early in his life, when he crash landed down his planet, he crawled out of the pod, as a child, and then defeated maybe later in life, when he grew up fully, he defeated like some Necron thing, dipped his hands into the liquid metal, and got liquid metal Necron hands.
Yeah!
So yeah, his arms are just metal. So, lucky name there. But yeah. I should say, when the Emperor meets these Primarchs, he gives them the whole, join me, and do cool things, and Horus said yes. Lehman Russ said no. Actually, no. The Emperor actually came to him in a disguise and said, join me. Sorry, you should join the Imperium. He's like, no. Beat me in cool stuff. Let's have a competition. So they had like a drinking competition, like a wrestling competition, blah, 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 and of course the Emperor won. Anyways, for the third guy, the fourth one, Ferrus Manus, Ferrus was like, I'm not joining you. Look at my cool iron hands. Well, I mean, I'll join you if you could beat me in a fight, Dragon Ball style. And yeah, they had a fight for, quote, several days where they like punched holes in mountains and stuff. It's barely got into. I don't know much about it. And it was kind of glossed over, but the Emperor won, and Ferrus Manus is now on his side. Oh my god, my lungs! Sorry. Let's see. Currently playing Blue... what? Playing what? Huh? Oh, sorry, I don't know that game. Let's see. Did I miss Night Lords? You have not missed the Night Lords yet, Ted.
You don't know what BOTW is?
No, I do. Bloons Hard Defense?
No.
Breath of the Wild. Right, sorry. Anyways.
Pat, you're a nerd for not being a nerd.
No! It's impressive how much useless crap we know. Exactly! This is literally hitting 40k is just an excuse to just expel all this useless information I have for like the next few days. Anyways.
And if he doesn't say it all, it'll corrupt his mind until all that is left is just 40k knowledge.
I'm pretty sure that's all my brain is. Anyways, I am Iron Hands. Oh, nice. Sung to the songs of Iron Man. Anyways, the next...
I am Iron Hands. Other things with hands.
The next guy found was the Fulgrim Fulgrim. You see him right there. Right there. My nose is pointing at him. Yeah, he's there. He's talking to Horus, and he's Primarch of the Emperor's Children. They had their own problems. He eventually turns into a giant pink four-armed snake. Don't worry about it.
We all do that from time to time.
We do?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay then. Anyways, the 5th Primarch was Fulgrim. He believed in perfection. And also, yeah, when the Emperor came to him, he's like, join me, and he was like, fell on his knees and started crying. He's like, yes! The Emperor's like, whoa, okay, buddy, let's go. And so, yeah. He's all about perfection. Like, if it's not perfect, what's the point? That definitely won't come back to bite him later. Don't worry.
Isn't that just OCD? Isn't that just my mother? Hold up.
No, like, I guess, like, practice till you make perfect, but done to a degree where to a very toxic degree. You know?
Oh. Like what?
To a very self-destructive degree. Anyways, the, sorry, God, my lungs. Anyways, I have insane knowledge of the man, exactly, but I do not. Looks at Ironhand, looks at the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Ironhands and Admech really like working together, because they both love machines. But yeah, the next Primarch found was Vulcan! Vulcan! He's the most cuddly Primarch. He is the Primarch of the Salamanders. He wears bright green armor. He loves flamethrowers and burning his enemies to death. And he also had a competition with the Emperor, kind of like, not Rogaldorn, like Leman Russ. They like had this cool competition where they had to hunt a salamander on his homeworld, which was, oops, all volcanoes. Yeah. I wonder why he likes fire. Anyways. But yeah, he joins the Emperor. He's very, he's very nice. I say cuddly, that is a meme. He more just cares about civilians. You know? Like most Space Marines would be like, yeah, civilians, ew, yucky, you know? Like, okay. In all seriousness, a lot of Space Marines have this big superiority complex because they're like demigod super soldiers who are immortal and never age and blah, 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 you know?
Right.
And so they don't really care if, like, they're just gonna save the world, not necessarily the people on it.
Right.
But the Salamanders will be like, oh, a small, like, village of people on some backwater world's in danger.
We must protect it.
Deploy the entire legion, you know? So yeah, they're actually pretty nice. In a world of grimdark, even the people who love flamethrowers could be a little wholesome sometimes. Yeah! The next one found was, the 7th one found was, Rogaldorn. Rogaldorn wears yellow armor. Well, actually, he wears gold armor. Is charge of the yellow armored Imperial Fists. They like fortifying. They love fortifications. They love defending stuff. They're great at building things. They don't use as many power fists as you think they would for being called the Imperial Fists. Anyways, yeah, Rogaldorn is a kind of. Jeez.
Okay.
Oh, you good?
I'm okay.
Please don't fall by sitting.
No promises.
Rogaldorn is the type of guy who puts everything into the square hole. Again, stole that from Adeptus Ridiculous. Check them out. But like, you know, it's kind of it's very blunt. He literally is unable to lie.
Why are you staring at me?
Because I'm talking to you. Okay, I'll stare at the screen. He's unable to lie, I think, physically, and he just doesn't believe, like, in demons and, like, magic and stuff, to a point where he, like, cancels out, like, demons around him or something like that. Dorn has a hole in the bottom of him, right? God damn it! No, okay, there's a tank named after Rogaldorn called the Rogaldorn Battle Tank. And in the model kit, they didn't put there's a big hole under the tank because they just didn't give you a piece of plastic to cover it up. And, it's like meh. No one's ever looking at the underside of your model tank, so who really cares?
Nakis, just go eat dinner.
Nakis? What?
Nakis, just go eat dinner, lad.
What? Huh? Imperial. Huh? Anyway, sorry. Okay, so, yeah, and also Rogaldorn has this cool thing called the Phalanx, which is basically it's the size of the Death Star. It's a massive space station that he just found in orbit.
I just found this in orbit. It's mine now.
Yeah, there were no, like, competitions. He would say, like, oh, like, the Emperor would come down, ask him to join. He's like, oh, do you want to have, like a big fight competition or, like, some building thing? It's like, no, that stuff is stupid. Alright, let's go. You know, cool. You want my empire? Yeah, sure. Because Rogaldorn actually was spacefaring, and he actually got a small empire up and running. Rogaldorn's a very practical guy. I like him. He's very blunt sometimes. You know? Anyways, the next Primarch was Rogaldorn. The 8th one found is Rabute Gilliman, the Avenging Sun, the Avenging Bean Counter, a nerd, a accountant, with a sword and a very big power fist, called the Fist of Domination, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's called. The Hand of Domination, I think?
We will see you later, Nakis. Good luck on your journey.
Okay, see ya. Hope you have a nice day. Yeah! Anyways, Gilliman, he had a massive empire before the Emperor came to him. And when he came, he's like, you know, there's no competition. It was just like, hey, I'm your dad, and and Gilliman was like, yeah, I kind of knew my dad wasn't like these humans, because, you know, they're tiny and I'm a giant who grew to full maturity in like 2 years, because Primarchs do that. And so, yeah, Rabute Gilliman joined the Emperor and was now part of the, he now led the Ultramarines in Ultramar! His empire, his little mini empire that he made was called Ultramar. Well, no, yeah, Ultramar? No, is that the name of the world? No, Macragge is the name of the world, they're his home world. Ultramar is the realm of the Ultramarines. It's like 500 worlds. He got 500 planets under his control before the Emperor even found him. Very cool. What? Huh? Huh? I want to help VC people tell about the Night Lord tech. I think I've got Night Lords, and also I don't want to spend too much time on any individual Primarch right now, because I'm trying to get to the Horus Heresy as quick as possible. The next Primarch found was number 9. The number 9th found was Magnus the Red. He's over there. What?
He's red.
Yeah. He's like demonic red for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, he's a really, really cool, like, magician. He's magic. That's his big thing. He came from a planet of wizards. You know, not wizards. They're not called wizards. You know, they're called psychers, but, you know.
Spice wizards!
You know, he came from a cool planet called Prospero.
Wizards and stuff.
Yeah,
Fireball.
Wizards and stuff. Fireball. His legion was devastated because they kept turning into monstrosities because Tzeentch. God, Tzeentch. Tzeentch is one of the Chaos Gods, so yeah, kind of. Yeah, no, he was not having a good time. Anyways, but yeah. Also, he only has one eye. He's called a Cyclops because he gave up one of his eyes to Tzeentch to stop his legion from turning into terrifying monsters sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes one of them would just mutate into the horrible abomination that had to be killed. It's called the Flesh Change. And he stopped it by giving Tzeentch an eye. But Tzeentch was the one causing it. He could just turn it off whenever, and he just tricked Magnus into thinking that he defeated him. You know... To fuel Magnus's ego, which totally won't come back to bite him later on. Anyways, he took control of the Thousand Sons, which are Space Marines, which are, again, pretty much all wizards, all psychers. They could shoot magic and stuff, and it's fun. Okay, look up Furrymon. We're not looking at that video. No. So he's the third best Psyker in the galaxy. Yes, you would be correct, Fufu. Magnus the Red is the third best Psyker in the galaxy, even though he's like, I am the best Psyker in the galaxy! No, I'm probably not above my father, but like, Malkador, I could probably beat Malkador. He could not beat Malkador. It'll be close, but no, he would not be able to beat Malkador. Anyways, I know a hot take of the day. Anyways, next guy to be found was Magnus the Red. Magnus the Red, the Crimson King, the Red Cyclops. Number 9 and number 10 is Sanguinius. The Great Angel. No, the Angel. Let's see. Sanguinius was, he has angel wings, just naturally.
They're all natural.
They're all natural, like, the feathers are as hard as steel.
Natural.
All natural, baby.
Yo, hawks? Anyway. Sorry,
No.
that was an anime reference.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he has angel wings. He's also a Psyker, and he's like ethereally beautiful and like the best boy, and everyone likes him, and he's super nice. And foreshadowing, he's just the best boy, greatest guy ever. Nothing bad will happen to Sanguinius. Don't worry. Emperor comes down. Sanguinius is like, yeah, let's go, father. There's crusade time. He took control of the Blood Angels, which are vampire Marines. I don't know, man. Anyways, also, so they get really angry. Number 15, the Grey Angel. Who? What? Can't wait for Conrad Curse. I think that might be next. Let's see. Yeah, number 10 is Sanguinius. The 11th found is, I don't know, is Lion L. Johnson, or the Lion. He's a knight. That's it. He on his homeworld was infested by warp monsters, so he just grabbed his greatsword, put on a knight's helmet, and is like, just stab, and he stabbed monsters. Also, his world was like a techno-barbarian world, kinda. They weren't very advanced, but sometimes they had like power swords and stuff. It was weird.
Sounds fun!
Like techno-medieval, I think? Yeah.
Yo, like techno-funk?
Techno-funk. Yes, you mean techno... cyberpunk. What? Anyways, so, Emperor comes down, he's like, yeah, let's go, and he's like, yeah, sure, let's go. And something, Knights of the Round Table, and he took control of the Dark Angels, and they have secrets for no reason. Actually, no, they have nothing to hide. They're completely loyalists. They're loyalists! Dude, why don't you trust the Dark Angels? They're great! They would never fall in. What did you just say? Don't worry about it. Anyways, the next Primarch found, let's see, Lionel Johnson was 11, and the 12th one found, Perturabo, the Salty Boy, the Lord of Iron, a petulant man-child. But that's kind of just a meme. Kind of. The Blood Angels really suck, you could say. Yeah, they really do suck if you're fighting alongside them and they happen to go into rage mode and start just slapping everybody. Let's see. The, Perturabo, he is the, Lord of Iron. He has the Iron Warriors. Yes, they're different from the Iron Hands. Different. He loves sieging things instead of fortifying them. I mean, he did also like building things, but he just got caught up in so many sieges it kind of became his thing. He's kind of rivals with Rogel Dorn. Rogel Dorn likes fortifying, he likes sieging. Like, doesn't like it, he kind of just puts up with it. But you know what I mean. Anyways, Perturabo's kind of a petulant man-child, but he's really competent. He, like, gets the job done. But he's really... Yeah, but he's a real, like, spiteful guy about it. He's cool. He's someone I would ironically call a Giga Chad, but, like... He's also not, because, all the petulant man-childness. Also, he would be the Primarch to wear a fedora and have a neckbeard, but no, he is completely bald. Let's see. Also, he's, like, one of the only Primarchs to, like, fight... To fight with, like, ranged weaponry. He doesn't... All the other Primarchs grab, like, a sword and just charge at, the people with the guns. Because they can. because they have ludicrous armor and like shield generators and like psychic fields and stuff. This guy is like, why are you using a giant hammer? Just shoot them with a gun. So he has like quad las cannons or something on his arms, or like quad auto cans on his arm, and like artillery targeters on his back. He's pretty cool. Let's see, Perturabo. Also, when the Emperor came down, he was also like, yes, father, let's do a crusade! And then, you know what the Emperor said? Yes, you are eternally loyal. Here's all of the worst jobs and terrible sieges. You know?
It's fine, don't worry about it. You're totally valid. You're totally
like,
valid. I need you to take out the garbage.
No, it's more like I need you to take out 15 dumpsters of garbage. And then after that, you're gonna have to take out 15 more dumpsters of garbage. Just keep doing that forever. Good luck, son.
Put them into the garbage compactor and empty those out when you're done.
Yeah. He got all the jobs with no glory. All he wanted was his dad to say, good job, here's some glory. But he never did. He got like all the terrible jobs, the sieges that no one liked. And even, he was so unliked and so petulant and such a man-child. One time he fought alongside, like, Gilliman and someone else at the line, I think. And he threw, like, a fit about something, in the siege. And after they won, they just wrote his name down as, like, Gilliman, the Lion, and fellow warrior. I wonder I wonder why he's salty all the time. Anyways. I wonder why he's salty all the time. Alright, let's see. Perturabo was... Lord of Iron was the 12th guy. The 13th guy, Mortarion, the Death Lord. The Reaper of Men. A stinky, stinky guy who needs to take a shower.
Says who?
Says literally everyone in a 1 mile radius around him at all times. Hello. Oh. Hi, Orange. Let's see. Furry lion. I mean... I guess you could also say the lion's a bit of a furry-ish, kinda, not really. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh, right. The next guy is, the lion. Oh, no, Perturabo and, okay. I am Mortarion, right. He lived on a planet of necromancers. Remember how psychers are a thing? Well, there's the psyker who's like, well, I am a magic wizard. Let's raise zombies. And so there's a bunch of, like... What was that? What? No. What is that in the corner? Oh my god, Shinnis. Shinnis Wolf is very fluffy. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs! Memberships, not subs. This ain't Twitch. Yo! Gifted memberships! Woo! Yeah! 5 random people got a membership! Yo! And it was Mango the Mamachin, Fufu, Moderately Unusual, Yoko Box, I think? Snippet2 Slam Jim got it. Nice! Wait, that was only 4. Wait, no, that was fine. Yo, Shinnis, thank you so much. It means a lot. It helps me out immensely. I bet these guys really like it too. Can we get all the toasters in chat? 4 new members! Because members, you guys get access to toaster emojis and also a bunch of custom emojis. Also, the Discord link is always up for members. Anyways. Sorry about that. Let me just pop my neck. Oh my god. So.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Snap, crackle, pop my neck. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. Oh no, my gifts weren't on. Oh no, Orange. Yeah, you have to turn on gifts for that to happen. Oops.
I can toaster now.
I could toaster now. Yeah! God. Happy gas mask noises. Kriegsman! Yo! Sorry we won't be really going into Deathcore today. Alright, but Mortarion grew up on a planet of necromancers. And there's just zombies everywhere. And so he united all the people up against the necromancers. And they rose up, killed all the zombies, and killed the necromancers. Except for his one necromancer dad. When Morty was a Mortarion, or Morty for short, was a kid, he
Morty.
He had to his dad locked him in the tower like Rapunzel and said, all the people below are terrible and evil. Don't go down there. And then he did go down there and he saw a bunch of peasants getting killed by zombies that were made by his dad. And so he said, screw you, Dad! And then, united the people, killed all the necromancers. And he was like, okay, I'm about to kill my dad, who's a terrible, horrible necromancer person. And also just subscribe. Thank you so much. Anyways, sorry. Congrats everyone who got it. Nice. They have too much power. They could type toaster and RAM? Yeah. Sorry, what was I doing?
You were talking about
right.
the necromancer.
Oh, right, necromancer. The Emperor came down. And the Emperor's like, Morty, sorry, okay, I'm not gonna do the dumb meme. Mortarion, we need to go save the galaxy or whatever, conquer the galaxy. And he's like, he turns to the Emperor. He's like, screw you, Dad, I've had enough with psychers. Psychers are terrible. They raise zombies sometimes, and I hate them. And you're a psycher. Morty was a psycher. He just refused to admit it. And right now, he's also a psycher. And is a massive hypocrite. Anyways, he goes up to his necromancer dad, but the mountain where the necromancer built his castle was like had like the super like toxic mist, magical mist surrounding it. And I'm meaning toxic like it ate through his armor. His armor rusted around him, and his lungs were just like turning to goop. This is a Primarch, and Mortarion's main power. Each Primarch has like a power, like. The lion can like know when you're lying. Fulgrim is super fast, Sonic, goes speed. Let's see. Ferrus Manus has the iron hands and could build cool stuff. Perturabo could always see the Eye of Terror when he closes his eyes for some reason, which is like a big warp portal straight to hell. And but he could also like understand stuff and pretty much just build any machine by just looking at it once. Horus is very charismatic. He's like the biggest. He's like everyone loves Horus. He's like the most charismatic Primarch. That's his power. Vulcan. I forgot what. Oh, Vulcan's a perpetual. If he dies, he comes back to life. Gilliman can do taxes. That's his power. Not Conrad Kurz. Sanguinius. No, Conrad Kurz could see the future. Sanguinius could also see the future. Where is he? What's his name? Oh yeah, Corvus Corax could go invisible. You know, they all have special powers for some reason. Anyways, his special power, Perturabo's special power, was being able to like survive, be really tough, like survive poisons and stuff. And he was dying from the poison. So, he falls to his knees at the doorstep to his old dad, and the old necromancer comes out to, like, taunt him as he's about to kill him. He's like, aha, you're about to die from my poisons. Ha 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 ha, ha ha ha. And he's, like, laying on the ground like, I'm gonna kill you. And, like, no, you're gonna die. You can't move. And you know what happens? Who comes out of nowhere to save him?
Who?
Who do you think?
I'm assuming it's real dad coming in.
Yeah. The Emperor teleports behind him and just cleaves him in half and gets rid of all the toxic stuff and saves Mortarion. And you know what Mortarion says?
What?
He says, wow, thanks, Dad. I was on the floor dying. I would have died there. Thank you for saving me. No, of course not. He said, you stole my kill, Dad. I'll never forgive you for this. I had that. I had that kill.
I was this close to getting him.
I had that kill. This is no joke. This is where, like, he never forgives his dad for that. He never forgives the Emperor for kill-stealing him. But, like,
Son, you were on your back about to die. I had to help you. No, I was about to get him.
Okay, there are two things. The Emperor could have just empowered Morty to, dispel the mist and stuff. Also, the Emperor made a deal with Morty who said, if you kill him, I'll leave you alone, but if you can't kill him, then, you gotta serve me. Because he said no. That's why. So that's also why Mortari doesn't really like him. Anyways.
Well, to be fair, on his own,
so they rekilled the zombies, yes.
Morty couldn't kill him, so...
I know, right?
Per the agreements...
Well, no, Mortarion hadn't died technically yet. In his mind, he could have gotten up and totally killed him, but,
That's not how that works, unfortunately.
Looks at a machine and understands, looks at orcs machines. I understand nothing about this. Okay, any machine that kind of makes sense.
I like orc machines.
I have Protosuit. Protosuit is being repaired by me. Almost done. It's midway from getting done. Anyways, yeah. Let's see. I need a Protosuit. Oh, it's expensive and a time sink. And a... Good Good luck. Good luck. Anyways, what was I saying? All right, the next guy to be found was, let's see, it was, okay, let's see, Mortarion was 13, 14. Lorgar! Lorgar was a priest. That was it. He's actually the smallest and weakest of the Primarchs. I think second smallest, actually, but still. Lorgar landed on a planet that worshipped chaos under different names and under a more benevolent, like, thing. And then he's like, actually, I have a better idea. The One. A guy, a golden giant who will come down and save us all. He has glowing eyes and a big giant flying halo behind him, and he's really cool. And he turned the Emperor into a religion. And then the big glowing man came down. He's like, son, oh my god. God is my dad? Is like, I'm not God. But you have a glowing eyes and halo. That's just psychic stuff. Then why do you do it? Because I like the aesthetic. Don't worship me as a god. Yeah.
I'm totally gonna worship you now, Dad.
Yeah,
Stop making this weird, son. No!
Oh my god, God! Stop saying that. Yeah, whatever, God. That was literally how it went. Oh, and the Emperor did this cool thing called the Imperial Truth. So the Emperor basically had this doctrine that was like, humanity will rule the stars! The galaxy is for our taking. Gods are fake. They're not real. Fedora on. Neckbeard equipped. Gods are cringe. And religion is also cringe. And blah, 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 blah. Even though he let the Mechanicus stay the Mechanicus and still worship their machine god. He couldn't really tell them to not do that because they make all of his tanks and guns and everything. So he kind of just let them worship kind of him as the Omnissiah. It was weird. The Emperor's a bit of a hypocrite. Anyways, but so as you can see, the Emperor was very, very, very mad about this. He was like, my whole deal is not to worship gods. The Emperor was lying. There are gods, the Chaos Gods. He just didn't want anyone to know about the Chaos Gods because, you know, you can't worship something if you don't know. Unfortunately.
Yes, you can.
Just like this planet, they worship the Chaos Gods under different names. And also, it's way easier to be tricked by someone if you don't know about it. Like how Magnus was tricked by Zeech multiple times because he didn't know that there was a malicious Chaos Gods out there. Because gods are not real. They're cringe, guys. Don't worry. Anyways, so yeah, Lorgar got picked up by Emps, and he's gonna go off spreading the Imperial Truth around. Oops. I have one. They're expensive. Yes, they are, dude. Have VR chat? I do have VR chat. I need a new, we aren't going to do VR chat till I could get a new thing, and I'm going to order one probably in the next few days. Yeah, I'm going to order a new headset in the next few days because my microphone died on my old one. It's a original Oculus, so, refurbished. I got refurbished, so, it was original Oculus, refurbished, and sold to me. There we go, yeah. I stuffed myself with 10 pounds of cheese bread in 15 minutes. Oh my god, dude. Dude, blood for the blood god, scans for the skull throne.
Corn for the cornflakes.
Yeah, that's Corn, the god of blood's big catchphrase. Yeah.
I want cornflakes.
Oh god damn it. Anyways, the next Primarch to be found was Mortarion. 13, 14 was Lorgar. 15, Jagatai Khan of the Warhawk, the Speedy Boy. So Fulgrim was like fast in reaction time. The Khan, or Jagatai, really loves to go fast. He goes. I'm pretty sure the Khan is right. Yeah, he's right. He's right. He's right there, right beside my mouth. Yeah, there he is. He loves to go fast. He loves bikes. He likes horses. He likes stuff that goes fast.
He's got like 15 different Sonic OCs.
I don't think he has that. He was Primarch of the White Scars, and when the Emperor came down, he conquered almost all the Primarchs except for Angron. Pretty much almost all or mostly conquer their worlds before the Emperor showed up. So he conquers his world after all bunch of long fought battles, and his world is mostly like plains and stuff, you know. And he rode around on horseback and stuff. I don't know what horse could support a guy who was like 12 feet tall, but sure. Anyways, but yeah, like mounted archers and stuff. He was really into that.
I'm just imagining just a normal horse with like this comedically large person on top of it.
Basically.
And the horse is just like, I gotta keep going.
But no, he has to go fast. His whole thing is going fast.
And like to him, that's super fast because every other horse dies when he sits on it.
At that point, I'm pretty sure we would just sprint. My Rift still works great when it doesn't lose tracking, but mine was fine with tracking. It just mic. It was a driver update that killed the mic, and it was I don't want to say it's on purpose, but it was 100% on purpose. Anyways, so
Oh, that reminds me, I need to get 2 new sensors.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah. So the con or the not Conrad Kurz, the Jagatai. There we go. Jagatai Khan, or the Khan, or the Warhawk. He was pretty cool. He got picked up by the Emperor. Emperor came down. He's like, yo, join my Imperium. Or, you know, die. And he was like, okay, I hate tyrants. His whole thing is, I hate tyrants and stuff, but, like, it's better to be subjugated by the Emperor than, 1, die, or 2, to be like the world is in chaos or whatever, you know? He's like, I don't really have a choice, and I guess this is for the best, so sure, why not? And the Whites, and he took command of the White Scars, which were like scouts and stuff. So yeah, he combined them all together, and yeah, yeah, he's pretty cool. He gives some. He's really good at burns. He's like, once the heresy starts, he's like he gives out the sickest burns to like Mortarion and a few other people. If you want a Primarch rap battle, get Jagatai. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, my knee just popped.
Oh no. Okay, so the 15th Primarch was Jagatai. So the 16th is Conrad Kurz! Here we go. So you know Batman. So imagine Batman, but he's also the Joker, and he's also the giant. He's also just a giant. This is crazy evil space Batman, even to the whole bat aesthetic. He likes bats, or the bat aesthetic. Conrad Kurz, he didn't have a good childhood. He landed, his pod containing him, landed in, like, crashed through the crust of the world. And it opened. You know, so as a child, his first memories were his pod opening and then him having to swim through lava, swim through magma, and punch his way through the Earth's crust to get to the surface.
These things happen.
And he survived. And he was on this cool world which lived in perpetual darkness and was basically Gotham as a planet.
Space Gotham!
Basically, yeah, it was Space Gotham as a planet. It was a mining world. And it was literally just, oops, all crime. Everybody was a criminal. And so he was like, okay. I have never seen the sun before, because their sun is dying and it barely gives off any light. Justice must be brought to this planet. How will I bring justice to a world that's literally all criminals? I'll give you an answer. Fear. If you make them afraid, you know, no one will commit crimes anymore, right? So start flaying people alive! The look on your face.
What's that, little Susie? You accidentally took your mother's crayon? Too bad.
Literally, the punishment for every crime was death. Every crime. Yeah, Conrad Kurz, remember when I said he's crazy, evil Space Batman? Yeah, he's evil. As in, like, you know, torture and all the murder and all the terrible things. But they did do a crime. You know, from being a mob boss to stealing a cup from a market. It was just punishment, death, and it worked! He was known as the Night Haunter. He didn't have a name. He was just known as the Night Haunter for the longest time. Oh yeah, he didn't have parents. No one adopted him.
And
he just ran. He just hid from people until he was fully grown, and then could run up to people, just crush their heads because he's ginormous.
So he initially, this is the 1984 arc.
Yeah. He also had he had mega depression. Oh yeah, Conrad Kurz could see the future, and he pretty much saw horrible futures. One of the first time he saw the futures, he's like, "Oh wow, my dad is the emperor, and he's going to send an assassin to kill me, and that's how I will die." I'm having a fun time.
Yeah.
Also, everybody around me is going to die one day, and in horrible ways. Yeah, he had mega depression. He did have mega depression, but also he was a horrible person. And but yeah, Conrad Kurz. The Emperor came down to him one day, and oh, someone just subscribed. I don't know why you would subscribe, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The Emperor came down, and in this weird show of force, he brung a bunch of his, the other Primarchs with him, and each one by one, they walked up to him and was like, "Here, shake my hand. I'm your brother," and he would see their futures. So, the first one, I forgot in what order they walk up to him in, but like, alright, so Ferrus Manus walks up to him and he's like, "Hey, I'm Ferrus Manus. I have iron hands." And he sees him, his head being held aloft, his headless body just on the floor. Then the next guy walks up to him. His name is Fulgrim, and he sees a ginormous pink snake stabbing his brother in the throat. The next guy, Lorgar walks up to him. He's like, "Hi, I like the Emperor a lot. He's a god." "No, I'm not." Anyways. And then he saw him ascending into becoming a demon. The next guy, and the last guy I think to go up to him was Rogel Dorn. And he's like, "Hi." And he saw him being dragged to his death by 100 murderers in a dark, abandoned hallway of a spaceship. And,
fun!
And then he immediately tried to claw his own eyes out because of how much pain he was in. Luckily, the Emperor walked over and just patted him on the shoulder, and then it all went away. He's just like, okay, I cured your stuff. You good?" And he's like, "I'm good. Not really, though. You're gonna send an assassin to kill me." He's like, "Yeah, whatever, dude. Okay, come on.
I'll get you a lollipop. It'll be fine."
Yeah, he placed his hand on his shoulder, and because of the Emperor's psychic powers and stuff, all the visions and all the pain just kind of went away. And yeah, if you can't tell, these visions that Conrad had were very dark, and it kind of drove him insane, especially later in life. But for right now, he's just has mega depression. Excuse me. But yeah, he still believes in fear being a really good tactic. So, he's still gonna do a few funny, cool things. Fear tactics on the battlefield. But yeah, he got the Night Lord's Legion. I wonder what they're all about. Anyways, so,
cows.
Yes, they're about cows. What? Okay. The next, so yeah. The next guy is, Corvus, no, not Corvus. Let's see. Lorgar, Jagatai. Conrad Kurz was the 16th found. The 17th found was Angron, the Red Angel, the Lord of the Red Sands. Also,
Sands?
another
Undertale?
No, another really sad guy. Angron was supposed to be the Emperor's compassion and stuff. He landed on a gladiatorial world.
Oh.
And he burst out of his pod, and then an Eldar scout squad immediately tried to murder him as a child. He actually was able to kill them, but he was weakened and super injured. So these guys came up to him, like, "Oh, cool, new gladiator," and cool, look, a child who's 8 feet tall, cool gladiator time. And so they did that. And so Angron was thrown into the gladiatorial pits. He did an epic Fortnite bout to get down and won a bunch. And yeah, he was like, I'm gonna break out of this place. So he pulled a Spartacus, I think? And that was the gladiator who broke free and stuff. Anyways, he pulled one of those moves and got all of his gladiator buddies, and they broke out, and it failed. Really bad. And he was then, as punishment, he's fight your dad, fight your adopted gladiator dad. And he's like, "No. Now you could kill me. I'm not gonna do it." And so you know what they did?
They killed his father.
No, they did something far worse. They put something in his brain called the Butcher's Nails. Basically, in a normal human, not a normal human, but I think I think that's how it works just normally. It makes everything that is every emotion that isn't anger, rage, and just killing painful. Everything that isn't that painful. When you are not mad, it causes you pain. It activates your pain receptacles. If you aren't angry, if you aren't like in a blind rage, it causes you pain and rewards anger.
Compassion.
And yeah, he actually had the Primarch power of like easing other people's suffering, like taking away their pain with like magic or whatever. That all went away. He lost his Primarch aura and everything. Primarchs have like this aura that makes all of their Space Marines like super respect them and like basically destiny bend around them. And it's like a kind of psychic thing. But yeah, it's weird. And he lost all of that in a terrible moment. And yeah, in a blind rage, he did kill his own dad. Very sad. So yeah, Angron had just a terrible time. But he was still like there. He was still like conscious. He wasn't always angry. He was just always in pain. And so he did a few more revolts, and none of them worked until one day it did work. He broke out with a bunch of guys, and they went around destroying entire cities in one day, which is why they're called the City Eaters, and which is why he renamed his legion to the World Eaters. But after years of attrition, they were like down to only a few thousand guys, and all the armies of the world kind of united against him. And so he's like he's about to make his last stand on a hill, on a mountain. And that's when Big E shows up.
Hey,
the Emperor.
son, I came back with the milk.
So you know what the Emperor does?
Son, get your ass in the car. We're going to Disneyland.
Basically. So the Emperor says, son, we're leaving. And he's like, no, I'm not these are my family. These are my friends. We broke out. We fought together. We fought against injustice together. I'm not going to leave them to die. So no. And the Emperor teleports back to his ship. He's like, the hell just happened? He said no? Who does he think he is? So, the Emperor had a few options. Now, let's play a little game, King. What was the Emperor's choice? Did he A, teleport Angron and all of his gladiator buddies onto his ship, inducting them into the Legiones Astartes? Did he B, teleport himself, Custodes, and his legion, the Warhounds, as they were known at the time, before he renamed them to the World Eaters, down to the planet to fight alongside his own son and defeat the rulers of the gladiator worlds? Or did he C, teleport Angron up and flee the world, and saying that his gladiator brothers, friends, and family were trash not worth his time as they were all slaughtered, and then made friends with the rulers of the planet?
I'm gonna go with C, clowns.
No, C was teleport Angron up and, yeah. So yeah, he did C, which is why the Emperor is very criticized as a terrible dad.
Listen, we can't all be good fathers, alright?
He was a great father to Gilliman! He was Lionel Johnson, like his adopted father, Lion's father, was able to become like a half Astartes. He was too old to like get the full Astartes treatment, but like he was like half Astartes, you know? He was able to do that. And his knights, he had like human knights that were also able to do this. So he treats, and like a bunch of other stuff, but like, man, the Emperor's such a bad dad. If he teleported all of them up, it's not like he didn't have the teleporters to do this. He could teleport up and down entire armies. He could teleport himself or just a contingent of Custodes down to help him. If he would do that, he would have had a loyal son forever. Angron said, because they all died, because everything I loved, everything that I once loved died, and it's your fault, I'm going to hate you forever. And I hate you. And you know what the Emperor said?
Tough luck, son. He
said, that's fine. I don't care. Just do your job. He's such a bad dad! You can't see it, but King just fell over, just staring off into space. It was... Dude. No, hello, I'm back. Sorry I'm not responding to chat super often, but like... dude. Throws cheese at you. What? Dude, he's such a bad dad. This is why people don't like the Emperor, because he's such a terrible guy sometimes. When your father figure is literally God and he still sucks. Oh, we'll get onto that later. So, yeah. He reunites with the Warhounds. He renames them the World Eaters, and yeah. Next son. Okay, so he was the 17th found. The 18th guy found was Corvus Corax. Corvus Corax, he was the stealth guy. His name literally translates to Raven Raven. He has emo hair. He has, like, black emo hair and this emo hair swoosh. Is he in the picture? No, I think he's on the other side. Yeah. He's very, he's edgy. He's like, I am one with the darkness, and I'm really stealthy and sneaky. The world is terrible and sadness forever.
I got this, like, cool crow thing I found outside. He's right now.
Yeah, there's actually a picture of him with a crow. Let me see. 40K Corvus Corax.
Oh, there you go, crow.
Look, there he is at the birds! Here, I'm gonna get the image up real quick. Oh, no, damn it. Ah, whatever. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna get the image of him with the birds. Dude, he literally... Oh, wait. Alright, screen capture that screen. Did it work? No, it didn't work. There we go! Dude, he literally has the birds!
It's a bird.
Raven has the ravens!
Yay!
And he's the Primarch of the Raven Guard.
Yo, is that me? Literally me right
Oops,
now?
that was the wrong thing. Anyways, but yeah, Okay, I'm gonna redo that picture of all the Primarchs. Let's see, screen cap. Cap the screen, please. And then boop, and then boop, and then boop! There we go. Okay, cool. Not just having fun, lol. What's happening? Huh? Okay, he didn't have the emo hair swoosh in that picture, but he does in other pictures. Oh yeah, please don't spam the same message over and over again. Thank you. Oh no, I see a lot of messages that I don't respond to. Spamming it won't really help. Sometimes I legitimately just don't see a message over and over again. Sometimes I do, you know, yeah. Anyways, let's see. Think I might understand some 40K lore now. Yeah. Let's see.
Keyword on some.
Yeah, keyword on some. Okay, let's see. Oh, wait, what? No, screen cap. Why aren't you capturing the screen? Oh, I see what happened.
What happened?
I actually don't know. Screen cap the screen. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, cool. I did it. Next.
I fixed it.
So basically it was pretty much like Angron's world, but like not gladiators. They're just like, hey, you mine in the mines or whatever. And then he did a revolt. And, you know, he actually did win this time. But the Emperor came down and was like, okay, son, you've conquered like 90% of your world. But the only way to, like, kill these last few guys is with some nuclear war crimes. Are you going to make the tough decision? Something like that. He had to do something for some reason. He had to, like, save a bunch of people or use war crimes, you know? And so he's like, he did the war crime, he did the nuclear bombs or whatever. And he's like, son, you made the right decisions because sometimes you just gotta nuke a bunch of people.
I know, Dad. Also,
the Emperor does sound like a great. The Emperor sounds like a great person when that's some father-son bonding.
Come, son, we must bond over the nuclear war crimes of Jupiter.
Yeah, the Emperor seems like a great person. Anyway, sorry. Man, I missed 40K lore. Yeah, I know, right? Anyways, Corvus is like, darkness forever, Raven Guard. Good, yes. Black and white armor, just like my pain. It's like the darkness in my soul. Something poetry about ravens.
I like my coffee black like my soul.
Yep. So next one is, God. Okay.
number 19.
Oh, yeah, so 18 was Corvus Corax. The 19th Primarch found was... The 20th Primarch found was Alfarius Omegon. I don't know what's going on with them. They're weird. I thought you said Alfarius. I thought you said Alfarius was found first. Who's this Omegon guy? Alfarius Omegon are twin Primarchs. They're both one Primarch, but they're two Primarchs. Theory is they got split up in the warp. Like their soul got cut in half. Anyways, yeah, Alfarius Omegon. These are the spy guys. No one knows what's going on. They look, they're bald, and that's where the meme I am Alfarius comes from. Because a bunch of their Space Marines got their faces reconstructed to look like Alfarius. And since they're small Primarchs, and their sons, their Space Marines, are unusually tall,
yeah,
they could, be like, hi, I'm Alfarius, and you have no idea if you're actually talking to Alfarius or not. Which is where the meme, I am Alfarius, comes from. Anyways, there's some weird, stupid stuff going on behind scenes with them, he was on Terra, but secret, and then, okay, let me just tell you about the Alpha Legion right quick. He took in the Alpha Legion, so when he met up with his brother, Omegon, Alfarius and Omegon met up, and they're like, wait, the Imperium doesn't know about us, right? Right. They don't have to know about me. I've kept myself a secret this whole time. They think Horus was the first one found, but I was the first one found. No one knows about me. None of the other Primarchs know about me. Let's keep it that way. You take the name Alfarius, and I'll take your name, Omegon. So now Alfarius, who is actually Omegon, steals a ship and attacks Horus, teleports on his flagship, and is like, wait, you're not an enemy, you're my brother. You're Alfarius. Yes, I'm Alfarius. And that Alfarius was actually Omegon. And Omegon, who was actually Alfarius, said he was tortured by aliens, which was actually happened to Omegon, who's right now Alfarius, but it's actually Omegon. And the real Alfarius, who take the name Omegon, says Omegon, which actually happened to the real Omegon, was tortured by aliens, and that's how he found him a few months later. Did you get all that?
System processing.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna explain to you more. Spoiler alert, he does die in the Heresy.
Which one?
Okay, Alfarius, who was Omegon, died. So in the Heresy, Alfarius dies at, one of the last Primarch deaths. One of the last Primarch deaths. Alfarius dies at the very end. One of the last. And right before the Siege of Terra. And Alfarius dies, and Omegon, who was Alfarius, adopts the name Alfarius in honor of his brother who died, Alfarius, who was actually Omegon, but just took the name Alfarius from his brother, who was actually Alfarius. So, they swapped names. So when they met up, Alfarius and Omegon swapped names. And then Alfarius, who was actually Omegon, died, and to honor him, Omegon, who was actually Alfarius, readopted the name Alfarius to honor his fallen brother, Alfarius, who was actually Omegon. Do you understand this? This is why understanding Alpha Legion is such a headache. I don't know what's happening with them. They're very weird. They're strange. They're spies. No one knows what's happening. Oh my god. Can I please stop saying the phrase Alfarius and Omegon? I'm not going to say their names anymore for the next the next hour.
I'm so confused!
I understand perfectly. Jesus. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, that's what dude. I am Alfarius. Yeah, the Alpha Legion, we don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Help!
Anyways, with all of the Primarchs found, the Emperor says, okay, guys, great job. Wrap up the Great Crusade. We've almost got all the worlds. I'm going home. Why, Dad? Shut up. Bye. Horus is in charge. And Horus got promoted to War Master, which basically means he's in charge. I am Alfarius. Everyone is Alfarius. Ah, yes. Everyone is Alfarius.
It's like that one SpongeBob meme.
Dude, if I have to say Alfarius and Omegon one more time, I swear to God. Anyways.
You're Alfarius. You're Alfarius.
Everyone's Alfarius.
And you get a free Alfarius. You get a free Alfarius.
Anyways. Oh, God. Anyways, the Emperor does not some great stuff on his way back, as in he goes by Lorgar. He's like, Lorgar, your conquering plan's really slow. Why? Because I'm converting them all to the religion of worshipping you, God. Please, no. And so, you know what the Emperor does? Like, please stop worshipping me as a god. I'm not a god. It's like, yeah, whatever, God. So he's like, okay, you see that holy city you built over there for me? Like the holiest of holy cities? Evacuate it. Why? Gilliman! Yes, Father! Do some taxes. And by taxes, I mean blow that place up. Got it. Click.
Let me just get my exterminatus tax paper out.
Yeah, he orbital... it is evacuate first, but then he orbitally bombs, like, the holiest holy city. And then he makes the entire legion of the word bearers. And because they bear the word of the Emperor. The word bearers and Lorgar, he makes them march into the ashes and psychically forces them to kneel in the ashes of their city. As like a show like, this is what gods really do, they're cruel and evil and don't do it and blah blah blah, you know. Because he knows that there are gods, the chaos gods. So he's like, don't stop. And, you know, and he made them kneel in front of the Ultramarines, who just destroyed their city. It was like the ultimate humiliation. Lorcar actually got so bad. So, you know, remember the advisor guy, Malkador?
Yeah.
A lot of the Primarchs actually like him. They called him Uncle Malkador.
Oh.
Yeah. He got so mad he backhanded him. Like 15 feet into the air. He's a little tiny guy. He's a normal guy. It broke a lot of his ribs, but he survived. And was able to stand, barely. And actually, that's when the Emperor got actually called in. Because the Ultramarines were there. They were just going to blow it up anyways. He backhand Malkador. He just psychically calls the Emperor. Emperor just teleports and makes them psychically kneel in the ashes. Yeah.
The parenting award goes to...
Good parenting. And guess what? There's this guy. There's this guy called... Huh? Bye. Let's see. So, yeah. Anyway, so sorry, what was I talking about? Right. And there's this cool guy called what's his name? Erebus. Everything is this guy's fault. Full name. Anyways, there's this guy named Erebus. He goes up to Lorgar. He's like, hey, the Emperor, man, it's kind of stinky, you know? But I know some gods who do want to be worshipped. And yeah, and that's how Lorgar fell to the worship of chaos. And Lorgar was like, yay, chaos gods, ruinous powers, blood for the blood god, yay!
Do you want my simp?
Yes. Oh, speaking of that, guess what Fulgrim did? He was up against a bunch of aliens that were snakes, like snake people. He killed all the snake people and was investigating one of their temples. The snake people were worshippers of Slaanesh. And then he saw this really cool sword on the wall. It almost called out to him. Almost. So he picked up the sword. It's like, cool, I'm gonna use the sword from now on. You know what's special about this sword?
I'm assuming it's like a Slaaneshi sword.
It had a demon in it.
Ah, there it is.
It had a demon in it. So Fulgrim is now being slowly corrupted by this cool sword he has.
That would be me. And like, oh, I have crushed all these evil people. Oh, hey, look, a cool artifact. This is mine now.
Yep. Dude, ram for the ram god. Dude, okay. And then, let's see, who else is just doing stuff? Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all, like, the setup we really need to get into the Heresy. So, remember how Horus had, like, is now War Master? Well, his dad ran back to Earth to, like, do something, and he wouldn't tell him why. And so Horus is like, I don't like that. That doesn't seem very good or trustworthy. But sure, why not? Then then something very interesting happened, which was mostly pretty much all Erebus's fault, aka, Erebus, and thus also, what's his name? There's 18 names I need to memorize. It's a lot. It was Lorgar. Yeah, Lorgar. Lorgar was like, hey, dude, there's like a guy over here, kill him. And Horus was like, okay, don't worry, I got this. It was a corrupted planetary governor who was corrupted by Nurgle, had a Nurgle sword. Oh. So after killing a bunch of like plague zombies and stuff, and like trying not to catch a cold, he goes up to this corrupted governor. This guy's like really gross and like diseased, like demonically possessed and bloated corpse guy. Half zombie, face half run off, yeah. And he has like a big Nurgle sword. And you know, Horus is like 12-foot tall, ginormous Primarch in big armor. And he actually struggles against the little tiny planetary governor. Not because of the governor, but because, you know, the sword.
Right.
And the governor actually ends up shanking Horus.
Ooh.
Yeah, before obviously getting super killed. Anyways, Horus starts dying from the poison that was in the sword. He's like, God, okay, I'm okay, oh no. And that's not good. So guess who goes up to him to try to help him?
Nurgle?
No.
Oh.
Lorgar. Lorgar goes up to help Horus. And he's like, hey buddy, I know this cool healing temple. I mean, it probably won't work, but we just don't have many options left. We don't have time. The poison was never meant to kill Horus. It was really just to get him into the temple. And once he was in the temple, Lorgar and Erebus were just like, okay, Chaos, do your cool stuff. And Magnus on his, like, sorcerer world, spider sense went off. His Magnus sense went off. And he was like, whoa.
Tingle.
His Magnus tingle started tingling. And he's like, something's wrong. So he astrally projected into Horus's dream. And in Horus's dream, he saw Lorgar gave him these visions of the Emperor being worshipped as a god on a golden throne as a corpse. Hundreds of people being sacrificed to him every single day as trillions of people die and the Imperium rots. No innovation. No, the Primarchs are all gone or dead. He sees a horrifying future that the Emperor was obviously the Emperor created. As we know, that was just modern 40k, and the reason the Emperor's a corpse is because Horus. Anyways, so Horus wakes up from the... before he wakes up, Magnus appears in his dreams. He's like, no, this is all fake! This is all fake! Look, it's Lorgar, it's Erebus! And he's like... No, I don't really. They're telling the truth. I kind of know it. It's fine, dude. Don't worry about it. And also, yeah, I knew Dad. No. You're just trying to defend Dad. He went back to Earth to do random stuff. He's building his throne to be worshipped as a god. I knew it. He wasn't to be trusted. And Magnus is like, no.
You idiot.
Yeah, and Horus wakes up from his dream. Now not like a follower of chaos, but now like, wow. Dad's a terrible person. We gotta put a stop to him.
We better kill him.
Yeah, we gotta put a stop to his tyranny. You know? It actually started out pretty noble. Let's see. What the hell is happening? Huh? Are people role-playing in chat? Please don't role-play in chat. Thank you. Let's see. Anyways, so he's like, Dad left to get the milk and never came back, and he didn't tell us why, and he has a big empire, and he's going to be worshipped as god. Everything that he fought against, he's going to rebuild, and all the Primarchs were gone. So obviously he's going to get rid of us or something, right? Yeah. Time to commit some heresy!
Da, 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 da,
So as he uses his position as War Master to basically direct all the people who can't take on, like the Ultramarines are the biggest legion. So he directs them to the outer fringes of the galaxy to do some stuff. He directs the Blood Angels, another really big legion, into a trap with demons. Then he directs the Dark Angels and Space Wolves off to the more other fringes of space. And then he gets allies. He gets he goes over to Fulgrim and he's like, hey, Fulgrim, you're not Fulgrim, you're a demon. And Fulgrim turns around, he's like, yes, I'm a demon possessing Fulgrim's body. Hello, would you like to do a heresy? And he's like, yeah!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Don't touch demonically possessed swords, guys. Anyways,
You can't stop me.
actually, Fulgrim gets the demon out of him, but still is a bad person. He's like, actually, I like being a terrible person now. I'm a bad person now. I actually just pretended to have the demon in me for like a bit longer to just trick people. I guess I don't know why. Fulgrim's weird. Yeah.
No one likes him.
No. Some people do like him. Let's see. I pour the milk before the cereal. I've never had a bowl of cereal, so meh. Anyways.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. You commit heresy.
Yep.
I'm going to force you to have.
Chad has become separate from. Oh, sorry. What?
I'm gonna force you to eat cereal.
Yeah, sure. That could be a fun stream.
Yeah.
Chad has become separate from stream. That's what happened. Yes. Chad is very separate from the conversation I'm having, but meh. Don't worry, guys. It'll be just a normal just chatting stream tomorrow, so don't worry about that.
While I force Purple here to eat cereal.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyways, Horus then goes up to Conrad Kurz. He's like, hey, want to help me defeat Dad? He's like, yeah, I hate Dad. Dad has got a warrant out for my arrest because I won't stop torturing people. You know? Even though he kind of low-key made my job to use terror tactics. And he's like, how dare you use terror tactics? You know? So yeah, screw Dad. I'll help you. And also he sends the assassin to kill me in the future. So it's not... So yeah, of course. Then he goes over to Angron. He's like, hey, Angron, want to kill... Dad, I want to kill him! It's like, oh, Jesus, calm down. Also, Angron also put the butcher's nails in all of his Space Marines' heads. Now all of his Space Marines have the butcher nails as well. Actually, no, they put them in their own heads. Angron is like, this is pain all the time. And they're like, I want to be like you, Dad. And then they did it to themselves, kind of.
Yay!
To be more like his dad.
I regret this immediately. Oh, well.
Yeah. He went over to Lorgar. He's like, hey, this was my plan all along. I mean, yes, I would love to commit heresy against Dad. He's like, sure. Then he went over to Alferis Omegon. He's like, I have no idea what's going on with you guys. And they're like, we heard a prophecy from this alien that if we help you, Chaos dies or whatever. Or we have to, we have to help you for reasons. But also we're like, if we don't help you, humanity doesn't die. But if we help you, humanity does die.
What?
But if humanity dies, Chaos is destroyed forever. The world and the universe goes to peace. Okay, so basically, Alferis Omegon got a prophecy from these aliens called the Interrex. They're basically the Covenant from Halo. And this said that if they side with Horus, humanity will Horus will win and rule, but humanity will die in the process. They'll be killed by Chaos, but then Chaos will have no one to worship them, and Chaos will wither and die, and then the galaxy will be peaceful forever. If they help the Imperium, the Imperium will be crushed, but the Loyalists will win barely. But the Imperium will rot for 10,000 years and eventually die. And Chaos will consume all. And Alfarius, who is actually Omegon, said, I know Dad better than anybody. And I say he would want to kill Chaos, even if it's sacrificing humanity. And Omegon, who is actually Alfarius, said, that's stupid. I've been around him far, far longer than you have. No, we're not going to do that. So they chose option C. Alfarius sided with Horus, but Omegon secretly sided with the Loyalists. That's just a fan theory, technically. Technically, they did side with Horus. It's just my theory that Omegon, who was actually Alfarius, stayed loyal secretly. Which will also explain a few things later. And then then he went to Perturabo, and he's like, hey, Perturabo, you know how Dad never gave you any glory or whatever? And everyone hates you, and you're kind of a salty guy? He's like, yeah. Like, hey, I will pretend...
What is that over there?
Yeah, no, he's like, I will pretend to like you if you join my side. And Perturabo's like, yay! Validation!
Look over there. It's... Oh...
More sieges.
Is that more sieges?
And Perturabo's like, oh. No, Protogen didn't want. He wanted the glorious jobs, but he never got them. Also, the Emperor needs someone to build his palace a while back, and he chose Dorn instead of Protogen, and Protogen was just like, "Oh, come on!" You know, why do I get nothing? No wonder he went traitor. Anyways, I think that's all the traitors. Yeah, that's all the traitors. Oh no, Mortarion. He's like, hey, guess who didn't kill your dad? Me. Guess who did? The Emperor. Let's kill him. And guess who also likes Psychers and is a Psyker and guess he the Emperor and you hate Psychers, right, Mortarion? Yes, I hate Psychers. Cool, let's go. Let's go. And so yeah, that's all the traitors. And so he assembled his little dream team, the Avengers assembled of traitors. And then the drop site massacre happened. Okay, so basically all the big legions are out and about, like, away from the battle. Sorry, away from, like, the galactic core. And Horus says, because, like, there's still people in each legion that are loyal. So he's like, okay, all the loyal people, random people that got brought out of squads and then reassembled into new squads for no reason, go down to this planet and kill this, like, guy who's being a rebel or whatever. Why did you bring, like, 5 legions here? Don't worry about it, just go. And so all the loyalists went down, and then he virus spawned the planet with all the still loyal space marines on it. They kind of survived by going in bunkers somewhat, and Ryelnor's last stand, and blah, blah, blah. Skipping over a lot of stuff. Anyways, they kill their loyalist people who are still in the legions, you know? About 1/3 of each legion had to be purged. And then they say, we're traitor now! Time for a heresy!
Yay!
And so the Emperor's like, snap, oh no. And guess what happens?
He finally bought the milk.
No, instead of getting up and then just teleporting to Horus and deleting him, guess what happened like a month before that, and a few weeks before this?
What?
Magnus does nothing wrong and ruins humanity's last chance. So the reason why the Emperor went back to Earth was to basically create the human webway. You know how you have to go through Cthulhu's back lawn?
Yeah.
Well, there's a much safer way. The webway. The portals that the Eldar use. It's basically the warp just without any of the negative effects. It's much faster, I think? More reliable, and you won't be eaten by demons. And also that means humans won't need the warp anymore. You don't have to... You could cut humanity off psychically entirely and have chaos have nothing. Final victory against chaos. Like the perfect... Yeah, the final... Yeah, just the final destruction of chaos. And Magnus was like, remember when Horus had the dream? And he's like, oh crap, I need to warn Dad. Horus just got corrupted by chaos. He's going to declare traitor. So he's like, should I get on a ship and go to Terra? No, that would be too slow. I know, I'll astrally project to the Emperor. But the Emperor recently banned psychic stuff because Magnus was going way too overboard. So you know how, like normal, like, wizards... Sorry, I skipped over this, but wizards have, like, a fireball or healing spell. Right. Well, he was, like the summon tentacles to drag his enemies to hell, or, like, you know, like, destroy entire planets, warp sorcery, summon demons. Not that far, but, you know, it was pretty intense. So he's like, stop doing magic. This is way too far. No more magic. And so the magic guy was saying, they're like, I can't use magic. What am I supposed to do? It's like, I know magic is banned, but I'm going to astrally project to Dad so I could ward him. And then he'll probably unban Psychers. Because, you know, I would save the galaxy. I would do that if there wasn't a big wall in the way. Wall in the way. Please watch text-to-speech device. It's so... If the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, it was so good. Yay, politics! No, not politics.
Remove politics.
Sorry.
There, politics are now gone.
Are you talking about fake 40k politics or real politics in chat? Please no politics in chat. Thank you. Only fake politics in 40k. Yay. Anyways, so Magnus, there was this big psychic wall that Magnus couldn't break through. He's like, oh, but I have to ward Father. And guess who talks? Guess he hears a voice in his head. Hey, buddy, it's me, your psychic friend from the warp this whole time. Not Zeech, not the Chaos God of trickery and magic. Don't worry.
No, I'm Cleach. Totally Cleach.
The hell is that name?
I took Zeech and added a different letter.
I was gonna think like Jim, the warp buddy, and he was like, "Hey, listen, I could give you the power you want." It's like, okay. How do I... But you have to earn it first. Play rock, paper, scissors. Oh, okay. Wow, you won! What a challenge! You defeated me. Here's some power. And then Magnus rams through the wall. It's like, yes! I'm invincible! You know what the wall was? The Webway Project.
Yeah.
You know what shattered forever? The Webway Project. You know what then? And so he burst through the Webway Project portal on Earth. He's like, Father, and was immediately cut off by about 1 million demons coming in right behind him through the Webway portal. Because he just put a giant hole in it. And so the Emperor quickly casts out all the demons and, like, holds the portal closed, looking at astral projected Magnus. He's like, Magnus, what did you do? He's like, Father, Horus is turning traitor. I'm not gonna believe you. You just destroyed humanity's last wish. The wolves. I'm gonna send the wolves after you. I have to now sit on my golden throne forever to hold these back. Once you're back on Earth, you're sitting on the throne forever. Because, okay, so basically the golden throne is this big psychic amplifier thing. And, that psychers could sit on, but most people would just kill outright. The Emperor's powerful. The Emperor and Magnus are powerful enough to sit on it and be fine. Or for a while. And, the Emperor has to sit on it to hold close the webway. Because now, demons in the millions will spill out on Terra if he doesn't. Because Magnus did nothing wrong and ruined humanity's last chance forever. Yeah. Yeah, people argue that Magnus did nothing wrong, but, like, his pride and he did all this. Anyways, so then, yeah. Yeah, I was just joking about space politics to be every sci-fi universe ever. Yeah, I mean, well, it is a full universe, and, yeah. Anyways, but the, yes, Inquisitor, this comment right here. Oh, no, what? So, the Emperor says, Space Wolves, get 'em. And the Space Wolves go, ruff, ruff, you will? Okay, sorry, of course, Father, we, the Space Vikings, will go and defeat the wizards. And so... Also, the Space Wolves are massive jocks who hate nerds! And so they go down to Prospero to, you know, take Magnus, arrest him, and bring him back to Terra. Because the Emperor's gonna make him sit on the throne so the Emperor could teleport around and see what the hell is going on with, like, that report about Horus or whatever. Maybe Horus did something bad or whatever. Who cares about that? Anyways, so, you know who gets to Lehman Russ before he could get there?
Who?
Horus.
Oh, no.
You know what Horus says? Hey, new plan. The Emperor said that Magnus has been so bad, you just kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Do it. Kill him. And you know what this Lehman Russ says? I really have to think about this. Oh, okay, I'll kill him.
Like, I have to think of... Alright, let's go.
Magnus did nothing wrong. That's a meme, not the actual thing. Anyways, so, it is a meme that Magnus did nothing wrong. Some people genuinely believe Magnus did nothing wrong. But he didn't do anything wrong. He messed with warp sorcery without... He kept going. All of his people were like, hey, stop going as far as you did. No, knowledge is everything. I must go further. I am unstoppable. Nothing can stop me. I know I'm the master of the warp. The warp cannot touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his pride and arrogance really caused him to, you know, do that. Anyways, so the wolves burn Prospero to the ground. And instead of mounting a defense or talking to him, he's like, hey, I'm here to kill you. And Magnus does something wrong. Instead of going, wait, brother, the wolf says, parlay, I have orders to kill you. What do you plead? Magnus doesn't respond. He's like, he's here to Horus got to the wolves already. I've been played. I am defeated. I might as well just lay down my arms and die in peace. And also, like, and his son's going, it's like, hey, there's a spaceship above us. Should we warn? He's like, no, don't warn anybody. Lower the defenses. So he lowers all the defenses to die in peace. And doesn't tell his sons about this. And so, when the Space Wolves say, okay, we have orders to kill you and you haven't responded, let's go, he goes down there and then starts, you know, with guns. It's like, shh, where's Magnus? And the Emperor's, and they're like, bam. And like, the Thousand Sons are like, oh god, the wolves have attacked us. Kill them. And so, you know, fighting obviously breaks out. And the wolves are like, oh, they're fighting back. Obviously they're a traitor. Kill them. So, yeah. And then Magnus, halfway through this, is like, oh my god, they're killing all the civilians and burning the world to the ground. Maybe this was a mistake. And then teleports outside to do battle. Like an idiot. I want to die. Man, I've been outplayed. I'm just going to die in peace. Oh god, they're actually destroying the planet like they said they would. Never mind, let's go. And so he engages with Lehman Russ, and because, you know, he's a wizard, right?
Right.
The wolves are very anti-psychic. Psychic powers don't work as well on them. And they're really good at killing wizards and hunters. They're really good at witch hunters and stuff. Well, he engages him in melee combat.
Oh my god.
And, well, it wasn't enough. He does punch out one of Lehman's hearts, because, again, Primarchs have more than one heart. But then Lehman Russ says, WrestleMania time! And then snaps his spine. He does the Bane backbreaker. He just takes his knee, and this killed Magnus. And shattered his soul. Well, actually, it basically killed Magnus. It killed his mortal form and shattered. It was literally a backbreaker so hard it shattered his soul. Dude, it shattered his soul. Anyway, sorry. Heresy detected. Not right now. Sorry. Excuse me. But yeah. Hey, what's your favorite factions? I play Craft World Elder. Orcs. Sorry. More about Heresy. Are you gonna say something about the orcs?
Sorry, I was yawning.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you liked the orcs.
Well, yeah, I do. I love the orcs.
What?
I love their strategies of going in and shooting and then going in again.
Sorry. Jeez, we're talking about Space Marines, right? So, and he reached out, and guess who's back? His old friend Jim, the Chaos God Zeech. It's like, hey, buddy, I could help you. Give me your soul. Okay, I'll take that as a yes. And he took so you know how his soul got shattered?
Yeah.
He took all the evil, bad, rage-filled, and spite-filled bits and formed them together into the new Magnus. And all of his noble shards were scattered all over the place. It turned him into a demon prince, so now Magnus is a giant demon as well. And then the rest of his legion, Ahriman, his first captain, was like, we gotta get out of here. I know, I'll do a teleportation spell. Hey, best friend Psychic Jim. Hi, dude, are you gonna tell Magnus about that I exist? Of course not, I would never tell you about Magnus about you, Psychic friend Jim. I wonder who Psychic friend Jim was. Yeah, Zeech is master manipulator. Anyways, he's like, I'll help you cast the spell of teleportation. Cool, what's the price? Don't worry, the price will be perfectly balanced. Okay, and then the Rubric of Ahriman got cast. Ahriman teleports him and all of his legion away. And everybody who wasn't like a captain tier psyker, like a sorcerer, like just a normal legionary, was turned to dust. Like Thanos snapped. 90% of the legion was killed, and then 90% of the remaining legion was turned to dust. But not like their bodies turned to dust, and their armor sealed, keeping the dust and their souls inside the armor, turning them into soulless kind of like animated armor and like these mindless automata. Oops! Rubric Marines time! So yeah, Magnus basically had no choice but to join Horus. Whoops! And yeah, that's the Burning of Prospero. The Burning of Prospero, what I just described, is a whole book. I think it might be in more than one book, but it's definitely a whole book called The Burning of Prospero. I tried to sum up a whole book in about 3 minutes, but that was really... yeah. Excuse me. Anyways, back to where we were. We're at the Drop Site Massacre. So, what was it? A few legions, including Horus, I think the Thousand Sons, and someone else. Oh yeah, the Emperor's Children say, "We are traitor." Yeah. And so, loyalists, including the Salamanders, Raven Guard, and Iron Hands, get sent in to stop them. So it's a 3v3. They both sat down on Isstvan 5. No, Isstvan 3? Anyways, yeah. So it's a hard-fought battle, and all the Primarchs are out there, like, battling and fighting and chopping at each other and stuff. But, guess what happens next? The Loyalists are being pushed back. And back and back and back. And but then reinforcements arrive to help them. And they're gonna put down the Heresy. Horus, Fulgrim, and Magnus will die on this day. because the Salamanders, Iron Hands, and Raven Guard are there to stop them, to kill them. And luckily, even though they're getting pushed back, they have backup coming up. You know who this backup was to help the Loyalists?
Who?
The World Eaters, the Word Bearers, the Iron Warriors, the Night Lords, and the Death Guard. No, the Death Guard were somewhere else, but yeah. I think were they on the Dropsite Massacre? Yeah. So yeah, all those reinforcements come in behind them, and they're like, yo, reinforcements!
Why are they shooting at us?
And then, they open fire, and then, so yeah, that's why it's called the Dropsite Massacre, because, it was a
massacre. Yeah.
The Salamanders, the Iron Hands, and the Raven Guard were now no longer a legion. They're like 100 guys. They went from 100,000 guys each to like 100. Maybe 1,000. Maybe 1,000. So yeah, from each legion, yeah, like 95% of them died. It was terrible. Heresy go burr. Heresy go burr, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, a bunch of Primarch fights happened. What was it called? Corvus Corax engaged Lorgar. And Lorgar, you remember how he's small and weak?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Corvus Corax has a big metal jetpack with wings and lightning claws.
Yeah.
And he's like, and Lorgar's like, the Emperor is a false one, and with the power of chaos, and he just got disemboweled. He just got stabbed, He's okay. He's okay. Because Corvus Corax was gonna deal the final blow, and he got stopped by another pair of claws. You know who those claws belong to?
Who?
Conrad Curse of the Night Lords. It was evil space. It was both guys with claws. Both edgy boys. They fought for a bit, and then when a few more like Primarchs showed up, Corvus turned invisible and flew away to survive. Over there, there was two more other Loyalist Primarchs. What's it called? What's his name? Salamander's boy. Not Ferris. What's his name? I know it! Vulcan! There we go! Vulcan, was being fine. He was, like, fighting guys and busting up tanks with a big hammer. And his hammer is a teleporter in it. So he's teleporting around, hitting a tank, teleports to another one, hits a Titan in the face, teleports around. And then he looks up into the sky, and is like, is that a nuclear warhead? And he got a nuke dropped on him. And it was disintegrated.
It's a sad day.
It was a sad day. Anyways, Pearl sounds absolutely tired and fit. I sound tired? Oh, I'm sorry. I need to drink more caffeine. Oh my god, Cyber, thank you so much for that. Hey, $1! Can we get some toasters in chat? Yeah! Because it's the first super chat. Nice. Consume caffeine! Thank you so much. It really means a lot. It helps me out immensely. Yeah! Who wants to sing a song in chat? No, I'm... Let's see. Alright, so, yeah. Don't worry. Vulcan is a perpetual, so he just regenerated somewhere else. And then was immediately kidnapped by Conrad Curse, because he regenerated after the battle's over. And Conrad Curse was like, why won't you die? Because he's just strapping down to a table and just stabbing him. But, he's being a perpetual. He can't die. Or at least he'll regenerate.
Right.
So he's just trying to stab him. I'll get into that later. Because during the massacre, so Vulcan got a nuke dropped on him. Corvus Corax used invisible hacks to get away. Fierce Manus, he's the guy with the Iron Hands, engaged Fulgrim. They used to be best of buds, and they had the whole Anakin fight, like, you are my brother! I loved you! In my opinion, the Emperor is evil! And they were fighting and stuff. And then, Fulgrim, with the demon's help, because he has the demon sword, he's got the demon out of him, but he's still super fast. And so he's like, okay. Oh, no, this was before the demon. Yeah, this was before the demon possessed him. Yeah, no, this was before the... Sorry. No, this was before the demon actually possessed him. And he's like, okay, he's super fast because the demon sword. And he got the upper hand over Ferris Manus. And then he raised his sword up And then he hesitated. He's like, wait, no, I'm not going to kill my brother. And so he didn't.
Aww.
But the demon in the sword swung the sword anyway. And you just possessed his arm. Like that one moment of weakness. That one moment of hesitation to kill his brother allowed the demon to possess him. That's where he gets possessed. There we go. And he lobs off Ferrus Manus' head, and Ferrus Manus is no more. And yeah, Ferrus dies really early on. Why did I hear the simp noise? I'm trying to have a moment! Ferrus Manus died! Oh my god, Cyber, thank you so much for the $1. Hey! Dude. Anyways. So no head? Yes, Kriegsman. So no head. Do you not get that reference to that Vine where he jumps on the skateboard?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Damn it! Oh, it's like, oh, so no head, throws fall on ground, smashes skateboard. Anyways, yeah, I guess Ferrus Manus shouldn't gone ahead of himself. Oh, Mr. Iron Sand, I thought he was cool. Yeah, but he was the first Primarch death, which happened like the first day of the Heresy.
Day 1 of the Heresy. He was dead.
Yep. I guess he should have had a better head on his shoulders. Off with his head. I mean, yeah. Anyways. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Ferrus had the high ground as well, so whatever. Let's see. But yeah, Dropsite Massacre happened. So, okay, let's tally up where that is. So, the Traitor Legions have 9 Traitor Legions with them. All coalesced into one big force, right? All generally gathered around themselves. The Loyalists, their 4 biggest ones are the Space Wolves are off nowhere, trying to, off in the middle of nowhere, trying to subdue the, after fighting the Thousand Suns. The Dark Angels are in the middle of nowhere at the fringes of the galaxy. The Ultramarines are, again, in the middle of nowhere on the fringes of the galaxy. And the Blood Angels are, again, in the middle of nowhere on the fringes of the galaxy getting ambushed by demons. So, out of 9 Loyalist Legions, 3 were destroyed on Istvan. 4 were scattered and just not able to, help. They're scattered all around the fringes of the galaxy. They're just trying to catch up. And they could, destroy, worlds that, they catch up to, that Horus has already taken over, but they can't, get to the main force.
Right.
So, it's a 9v2. It's a 9v2. AKA the Imperial Fists, who were on Terra, finishing up the Imperial Palace, and the White Scars, who were kind of just around. Because we all thought that the Iron Hands that the White Scars were going to go Traitor. Everyone thought that they were going to go Traitor, but they didn't. It's complicated, and the Alpha Legion kind of screwed up trying to recruit them, but that also might have been on purpose, because, the whole maybe Traitor, maybe not. Yeah. And no one expected the Emperor's Children to go Traitor, because they were called the Emperor's Children. Yeah. And they were most loyal to the Emperor, but the Demon Sword. Actually, did you know that Fulgrim's planet that he landed on, and the Khan's planet, Jagatai's planet they landed on, were actually swapped in the warp by the Eldar god of memes, Segura. Or Seogorath. But yeah. Nice. In the warp, they were almost going to go to opposite planets, but at the last second, the meme clown god, yes, he's the god of the Harlequins, swapped them around. So that's where I thought he was going to go Traitor, because all prophecies stated stuff, but it was all messed up by memes. God damn it, clowns!
Memes!
Batman! Anyways, so, let's see. The next thing that happens is that for 5 years, they burn their way across the galaxy. And Horus gets more and more and more corrupted by chaos. And once he gets to... there's... God, I'm gonna skip over so much. But basically, the Ultramarines, Dark Angels, and Blood Angels all meet up and are about to make it... are going to catch up to them.
Yeah.
So they deploy the Word Bearers to stop them by sacrificing entire planets to chaos and making a giant warp storm called the Ruin Storm to stop them.
Oh, no.
To cut them off from all communication. And so they do. And there's this big battle called, like, the Battle of Calth, where the planet Calth loses its atmosphere.
Oh!
Yeah. And, Calth, 90% of the, 80% of the word bearers were destroyed by the Ultramarines. Yeah. And they ran away. The World Eaters were almost there, and they got wrecked as well in space. Anyways, what happened on Calth was really funny. I'm gonna go on a small tangent about a small thing in Calth. So, in a space battle, Lorgar and Gilman is like one of their first space battles. We're shooting at each other. Their ships were like firing. You know, it's like, why the hell are they shooting at us? We're a traitor. Oh, join us. No, shoot them. And Lorgar was like, oh, okay then. So you're on your command bridge. Yeah, I'm on my command bridge. Why? And they just blew up the command bridge.
What if I said you didn't have one anymore? What do you mean I don't have a command?
Yeah. Gilliman didn't have a helmet on. And so Gilliman, his bridge was blown up, and he was thrown out into space. So, you know, Gilliman is dead. Nah, just kidding! Gilliman, without a space helmet on, in the vacuum of space, like...
Used his taxes.
Use his tax return abilities to turn, like, his magnet boots or whatever, go onto the surface of his spaceship, kill a bunch of boarding world eaters in the vacuum of space without a helmet on, and then punch his way back into his ship, and then continue commanding the battle after getting blown up and thrown into space.
This is why you do your taxes, kids.
And Lorgar was really surprised at the fact that Gilliman was alive, because he thought that getting blown up and thrown into the vacuum of space without a helmet would be somewhat fatal. But, you know, Primarchs, so, you know, whatever. God. Okay, sorry, that's as much as I'm going to go into Calth. Also, after Gilman chased down the World Bearers, the World Eaters were there as well, and the nails in Angron's brain were killing him.
Oh no.
The Emperor actually knew that he would expire before the end of the Crusade. That the nails were killing him, and he had no way to remove them without, like, lobotomizing him.
Oh.
And so you know what he did?
What?
When the Emperor discovered this about Angron.
Nothing.
He said, hey, Malkador, don't tell him. Don't tell anybody. It's our secret. He'll die and just whatever. He already hates me. Whatever, he'll die. Remember how I said he's such a bad dad? Yeah, this is why. Anyways, Angron's nails started killing him, and Lorgar's there. He's like, oh, I know demons. I'm cool with the warp. Ah! And then it started raining blood. And then then Angron got turned into a demon prince. A giant demon. And then Gilliman was like, oh, it's time to skedaddle then. And so Gilliman ran away from that. And then, because of the warp storms and stuff, he met back up with the Lion and Sanguinius. And they're like, okay, the warp storm has cut us off from Terra. And we have no communications with them. And the traders are winning this much. The Astronomicon is down, everything's terrible. The Emperor is probably dead. Time to form a second Imperium. What should we call it? Imperium Secundus.
Ah.
I know, they're super original.
And we shall call this place the Slab.
Imperium 2 Electric Boogaloo? I'm not kidding.
Woo!
Anyways. Who's generic looking at? I'm looking at King, my boyfriend. I'm explaining all this to him, and he's giving his reaction sometimes. It's pretty fun.
But for the most part, I'm just like trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm explaining this terribly, but it was poorly. Oh, thank you. I love that Angron once got stepped on by a Warhound. Oh yeah, he did get stepped on by a Warhound Titan and almost died. And Lorgar... No, Lorgar almost died from a no-name Titan. A Warhound Titan. He almost got stepped on, but Angron was there to, like, lift up the foot, and they both almost died to a no-name Titan. The smallest of the Titan, because there's Reavers, and then Warlords, and then Emperor-class Titans. It almost got killed by, like, yeah. So, oops, sorry, Lorgar, you're kind of... And this is back when he was not a demon. Anyways. Let's see. But yeah, and guess who was in Imperium Secundus?
You know.
Guess who was in the walls? Stabbing people. And venting away. Guess who was in the vents? Guess who was playing the most immense... Guess who was playing Among Us in Imperium Secundus? Guess who? King, guess who?
Who?
Oh, no, you guess. You don't have to say their name, just what they are.
Is it the bird boy?
It's not the bird boy, he's the loyalist.
Oh, sorry, the anti-bird boy?
Yeah, evil space Batman. It's
Evil
Conrad Kurz!
There you go.
He's in the walls! And, yeah. So, yeah, he was, they eventually did capture him because the Lion used war crimes, and the Guildman was like, how dare you try to bomb my own family who's still alive? Get out! And so he banned him from Imperium Secundus, from his Christian Minecraft server. And so there were, so then they, were like, hey, hey, Conrad Kurz, you did terrible things. It's like, the Emperor made me terrible. And also he committed war crimes, and then that's when the whole thing happened. They're like, whatever. It's like, you guys won't kill me. The Emperor sends an assassin to kill me. And the Lion, right before he gets banned, turns around for a second. He's like, wait a minute. If the Emperor can't send an assassin to kill him, if the Emperor's dead, the Emperor's alive! And they're like, oh my god, you're right. And Conrad Kurz was like, oh man, oh no. And so, then they're like, we need to make it back. And we could only get, like, 1 legion through. We could, like, get enough, like, do enough stuff to get 1 legion through. One of us 3. And the Blood Angels and Sanguinius was like, I'll do it. So the Blood Angels were there to reinforce terror before the siege. And Conrad Kurz was like, okay, every time we put him in jail, he escapes. What should we do? I know! And Sanguinius had this really, like, good bird that I don't know I don't know the quote exactly, but he's like, don't worry, you will find... I'm not here to kill you. The futures aren't set in stone. I see the future as well. You should know this. You've gone out of your way to make sure your futures are true, just so you could say that you were forced to be a monster. That, like, you saw yourself to be a monster in the future, and you said, I can't change the future, but you can change the future. You kept just trying to make the future happen to prove that you had no choice in becoming a terrible person. And, yeah. Don't worry, I won't kill you. The Emperor probably will send an assassin after you one day. It's like, I'll escape whatever jail. It's like, nah, good luck. He then cryo-freezes him. He's like, nah! His face of fear. He cryo-freezes him in like because Conrad Kurz finally realized what he was about to happen. It's like, nah! And Conrad Kurz, in a face of fear, was frozen. Pod sealed, and then just launched into space. Deep space. We'll find you eventually! Good luck! And yeah. So he's out of there for the rest of the Heresy.
Actually, I do remember you saying something earlier about, like, the whole assassin thing.
Yeah.
And, before the assassin that he was expecting to kill him came, like, it was a different, like, better assassin.
Yeah.
And he, like, instantly stopped and, like, no, you're not the right assassin. Go away.
Yeah. That was the guy. That assassin was really cool. He used double pistols. It was, like, a very, like, yes, sir. He was, like... He's like, yeah, another assassin was sent to kill him. Really quick tangent about Conrad Kurz. Another assassin was sent to kill him. He had, like, dual pistols. I was like, I don't know, do you have a cool hat? But he had a cool trench coat and stuff. He's very, like, yes, sir, and, very apologize about that, and blah, 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 you know, very official, and very, very Butler-like. Right. And it's like, go away, assassin, you are not the one to kill me. I have seen it before. It's like, oh, dear, I'm very sorry about this then. And they just pulled the guns and just tried to do it anyway. He died, but, you know, it was pretty cool.
And then the assassin that he did see kill him was, like, a really bad one or something like that?
No. She was a really good assassin. Oh. But she would have just not made it to him. He ordered all of his sons to stand aside and then just did nothing. He's like, you've been sent to kill me. Now do it. Like, he could have easily just insta-killed her. But he didn't. Just to make sure that the future happened. And he said, death is nothing to vindication. And the assassin's like, oh, okay, stab.
You're making this weird for me. Like
yeah.
Put up some kind of fight so I can... No, just do it.
Also, he was crazy and had a palace made out of living flesh.
Oh.
Living, screaming flesh because he's weird. Anyways, sorry, back to the Heresy. Anyways. So they get the Blood Angels through back to Terra right as the traders start coming in the Sol System. And they don't see them coming because the Alpha Legion turn off Pluto. And Pluto is like a communications hub. They float through space and cryosleep for a year. Just engines off, just float there. And as soon as Pluto's like, wait, where are those weird space rocks that are like right above us? Wait, are those deactivated ships? They activate, turn on guns, and just start blamming. They teleport in and stuff, and this is where Alpharius does die. Because guess who responds to this first? Rogel, Dorn, and the Imperial Fists. They go there, they fight the Alpha Legion, and Alpharius engages Dorn. with his cool spear, and Dorn has his giant chainsaw sword. Dragon's Fury, I think? No, so something like... It's some cool name like that. Anyways, he has a big giant chainsaw sword. And after a long fight, he then shoulder bashes Alpharius, who is actually Omegon. He then chainsaw swords, like... He then impales him, cracks his spear, impales him with his own spear, and like Mortal Kombat chops him in half with his sword.
Finish him.
Yeah, it was very... Finish him. I walked into a story, but was it worth showing up? Probably not, but this is like a one-off deal. Again, tomorrow's gonna be a normal just chatting stream, so don't worry. Tomorrow's gonna be normal. Let's see. Just woke up good. I just woke up happy to see you all. Oh, hi. We're almost done, I swear. How did the Emperor not foresee the treachery? His son's name is literally Horus. His son's name is literally in the Horus Heresy. It's called the Horus Heresy, and his son's name is Horus. How do you not see this coming? Anyways, sorry. What's it called? Right, so yeah, Pluto is down and all the traitors come in. But saying it's like, there's 3 legions on Terra. The Imperial Fist, the White Scars with Jagatai, the Imperial Fist with Rogel Dorn, and the Blood Angels with Sanguinius. And there's 9 traitor legions. All 9 of them. And all the other ones like Space Wolves, Dark Angels, Ultramarines are all like trying to catch up, and the other ones have been devastated. But saying it's a 3 versus 9 is not exactly correct. Because the traitors have also brought demons. Millions of demons.
Oh.
And they've brought titans. Like legions and legions of traitor titans and traitor knights. They've also gotten millions of traitor guardsmen.
Oh.
Not only this, but guess what? Mars went traitor. Mechanicum of Mars? That's why they're called the Mechanicus today. The Adeptus Mechanicus used to be called just the Mechanicum until they turned traitor. And now...
Damn it, Elon.
Yeah. Yeah, Elon goes over to Horus because Horus promises all the dark technology after he's done conquering. And so yeah, so there's only like small like rebel forces on Mars to try to retake Mars. And yeah, so Mars is traitor. They're kind of just having a civil war, so the people on Earth are like, we just can't deal with this now. But Mars is literally right next to Terra, and they're like, hey guys, thanks for helping us with the rebel problem. Time to kill Earth. All of this coming down on Earth. But that's not exactly fair because remember, they had to purge 1/3 of their legion. And the Thousand Sons? So we have 9 legions. But only about, since they had to purge 1/3 of them because they're still loyal to the Emperor, let's take away 3 of those. Since, 3 in total, right? Yeah. Then, remember how Alpharius just died? Yeah. Right at Pluto? The Alpha Legion, now under Omegon, who was actually Alpharius, but then readopted the name Alpharius after Alpharius, who was actually Omegon, died. Remember that? That was fun. Anyways, he pulls his Legion out because he was probably secretly loyalist the whole time. Again, just a fan theory, but probably. But like, our Primarch died, or at least, but you have another Primarch. You literally, the whole deal with you guys is you have 2 Primarchs. You're like, no, he died, okay, bye, we're out. And he just bounced. So it's actually more like 9 goes to 6, goes to 5. The Thousand Sons, remember, were completely devastated. As well as the Word Bearers were completely devastated. So let's remove another Legion. So it's more like a 3v4, Yeah. And of course the Loyalists also have Titans and Guardsmen and the Loyalist Mechanicum, that made it to Earth. And they also have the Custodes on their side. Who haven't left Terra, who's been fighting demons in the warp this whole time. Because Magnus did nothing wrong. Anyways. So they land on Earth, and about 5 minutes into the siege, so remember how it's a 3v4? The Emperor's children screw off to go kill all the civilians on Terra instead of just sieging the palace. Because the palace basically takes up all the Himalayas on Earth. It was built on the Himalayas mountains, pretty much takes up all of them. It's like a small country. Actually, it's like a country. That's one palace. That's a palace. It's massive. Mechanicum? Oh, whoa! The Adeptus Mechanicus used to be known as the Mechanicum. Yeah. But the Mechanicum are now called the Dark Mechanicum because they went traitor, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, so Drop nukes, leave no heresy. They couldn't just bomb it because they wanted to actually take the throne world, you know? And also, they had, like, orbital shields and stuff, so they had to actually, like, siege the palace. So, it's more like a 3v3 now, and one are behind a bunch of defenses. And Perturabo, and by this point, Horus has degenerated and gotten, gone into the warp, gotten, like, a chaos power-up, and has been, like, super degraded. It's basically just a meat puppet for chaos at this point. And the one holding everyone together...
Just like the elusive man.
And the one holding them all together is Horus. Sorry, is Perturabo. Snake Fulgrim tried to kill Perturabo to become Snake Fulgrim, but instead Perturabo killed him, but he became a snake anyway. So Fulgrim's now a snake. Angron is a berserker who they literally trapped in a giant ball, metal ball, and then they shot him at the planet out of a cannon.
Interesting.
They literally put him...
Go Pokeball!
They literally Pokeballed him because he was uncommandable and uncontrollable. Again, Fulgrim screwed off, and his entire legion screwed off 5 minutes into the siege to go terrorize the populace. Because they're a bunch of degenerates now. And, yeah. And everyone else is barely there. Magnus is there, but he's not really doing much. You know, he's kind of just summoning demons, and the few thousand since they're there.
Yeah.
Were the Word Bearers, you know how they got devastated?
The Word Eaters?
No, both. The World Eaters didn't get completely devastated, but they're there, but they're just berserk running at machine gun nests. They're uncommandable, because they're berserkers, right? They got the nails.
Yeah.
And of course, most of their force is now demons, and demon-possessed. And Perturabo hates demons. He hates the warp. And Perturabo's just hating his life. He's like, half of my brothers, everybody wants to kill each other.
Yeah.
Lorgar is like, okay, Horus is screwing this up. I'm gonna kill him. And then Horus just turns around, flicks Lorgar, like 5 minutes before the siege happened, and said, I won't kill you now. Now get back in line. And so the Word Bearers are barely... So Lorgar basically pulled most of the Word Bearers. There's only a few Word Bearers on Terra to actually take part of the siege. So again, that's more legions down. So it's really just the Iron Warriors and the Sons of Horus. Remember, the Luna Wolves were renamed the Sons of Horus. And, yeah. It's not fun, but they eventually make it through the siege. And... The loyalists are still getting pushed back just because the amount of demons.
Right.
You know, they're basically cheating. But yeah, if Perturabo wasn't there, all the traitor products would have killed each other and just screwed off to do whatever. Kind of like modern day Chaos. Because Chaos isn't very good at organization. I wonder why. Chaos.
But, counterpoint.
What?
Chaos Swiss roll.
What? Are you just gonna blink at me?
Yes.
Oh, okay then. Anyways, Kung Fu Panda him. That kind of is what happens to Horus at the end. Anyways, so Perturabo uses his Iron Wars and he breaks through the palace. He's like, Dorn, you built a palace. I should have had the job of building the palace. I broke down the wall. I got inside. I hate my friends. I'm out, and he just bounces. Okay, no, he does wait a little longer than that. That is an exaggeration, but still. He's like, Horus is like, this is not going fast enough. The Ultramarines, and a messenger comes in. It's like, hey, the Ultramarines, Dark Angels, and Space Wolves are gonna get here. Oh, how much time? An hour. 60 minutes. Which I don't think is right. I'm pretty sure that it should be like 8 hours or something, because the fight that happens on the Vengeful Spirit's really weird. Anyways, but yeah. Oh, so yeah, Horus's flagship is called the Vengeful Spirit. At Naki's, no, we're not gonna do that. So...
what is Naki's one?
what's it called? Oh yeah, Horus, on his flagship, the Vengeful Spirit, is like, this is lasting too long. We are not going to win. We might win if we had more time, but we're out of time. So he, or maybe his second in command, Abaddon, lowers the shields, which means people could teleport onto his flagship now. That's basically a challenge. Yeah. So the Emperor gets up on his throne, and to not let the demons through, he's like, Malkador, my friend, sit on the throne. And he's like, got it. And it's like, and the Emperor's like, Malcador shall now be known as Malcador the hero, probably because he's gonna die from this. Alright, see ya, bye. I'll be back hopefully soon.
Wait, what? No, too late. No backsies.
No, Malcador was fine with doing this because it was save the galaxy or whatever. And he was his best friend. Anyways, so, the Jagatai was still on the walls defending. And also, oh yeah, the White Scars. You know, they're the fast guys. Yeah. They had to go on walls and defend. So that's a little less of a good thing for the defenders. But, again, the Imperial Fists are really good at fortifying and defending stuff. Anyways, so... So everyone jumps on the teleporters, including the Emperor and a bunch of Custodes, Sanguinius and a bunch of not Dark Angels, Blood Angel Terminators. Sorry, excuse me. Rogel Dorn and a bunch of Imperial Fist Terminators and just Imperial Fists in general, and a bunch of like notable like human soldiers, like guardsmen type guys, and like a standard bearer. We'll get to him later. So normal humans also teleport up there, because, you know, might as well just bring some normal shock troopers, you know. They're not Space Marines, but might as well. And, well, they all teleport onto Horus's flagship, and, like, Rogel Dorn looks around, and he sees nothing but screaming, demon-infested walls, and no other people around him. Like, Horus messed with the shields half when they were teleporting, and scattered them all throughout the ship.
Oh, damn.
So now everybody's separated, having to go through the ship infested with demons, heretics, traitors, and traitor Astartes to try to fight to the bridge. And guess who gets there first? Horus's the doors to the flagship, the doors to the bridge open up, and Horus stands there. Guess who gets there first?
Emperor
Sanguinius.
Oh.
Sanguinius, the good old hawk boy, best beloved boy of all. Literally everybody, but I think Angron liked him. He was the best guy, and he's super nice, and he earlier fought a greater demon. And of Khorne. And he was super battered. But he pulls out his sword, he's like, why, brothers, like, join me, and we could cast down father. He's like, no, you're cringe, Horus. And so Horus just grabs him by the neck and then kills him. Sanguinius dies. Yeah, okay. Then they do have a big epic battle, and Sanguinius gets a pretty good hit on his chest plate. But with the power that Horus now has from Chaos, he like blasts him with like magic and stuff, and grabs his neck and strangles him to death.
Damn it.
Yeah, the glorious Hawk Boy died, and then all the Blood Angels on Terra went to a blind berserker rage called the Black Rage. Right as this moment, right as Horus tosses Sanguinius' body on the ground, guess who walks in?
The Emperor.
The Emperor. I'm gonna get a picture of this. Let's see. Okay, 40k.
Oh yeah, the Among Us one.
Emperor of Mankind versus Emperor versus Horus. No, versus Horus. There we go. Emperor versus Horus.
Yeah, the Among Us.
I swear to God, call this picture Among Us one more time. 6,000 pixels. Jesus Christ. There we go. 2,000 pixels by 1,000 pixels. This is a little better.
Yeah, that's the Among Us one.
Yes, this is the image of Among Us. Yeah, this one. Okay. So we're gonna just grab this. Excuse me. So as you can see, we got Emperor over here. We got the very, very not alive Sanguinius down over there. We got Horus ascended up there. He has a cool power claw and an awesome mace. And yeah. And the Emperor is like, Horus, you're cringe. And Horus is like, chaos has risen. Kneel before me, and I may be merciful towards you. And the Emperor's like, no, you were the imposter. You killed him. I was like, and Horus is like, the hell are you talking about? Let's fight. And then they fight. So the Emperor... What's it? Anyways, so the Emperor and Horus fight each other. And basically, it goes not super, super well. the Emperor is holding back, which is super weird because look at Horus. He's basically just a meat suit for chaos at this point, but the Emperor's still like, I know there's still good in you, as Horus is just like, murder, 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 murder. It's like, he blasts him with warp energy, he cuts off one of his arms, he sears the flesh off of his face, he stabs him a bunch of times, he pulls a Lehman Russ and snaps his spine?
Like, no, I still know there's good in you.
Yeah, which is really weird. Remember how bad of a dad he is?
Yeah.
And now he's like, son, I still believe there's good in you after all the crap he's done.
Son, you're my favorite.
You're my favorite. I just never liked anybody else. Please. Excuse me. But yeah. Oh, Lord, he be talking about the heresy. Yep. And then, so the Emperor sits there with half his face is just a skull. One of his eyes is gone. His arm is chopped off. He's been stabbed a bunch of times. His back is broken and his bones are all over the place. He lays there dying on the floor. And Horus stands over him and is like, wow, that was barely a fight. That was terrible, Dad. I, Horus, the master of chaos, shall defeat you and and free humanity from you. And the Emperor says, and the Emperor is like, no. And guess what? And somebody jumps between Horus and the Emperor. Do you know who this is? Or what it is?
I remember it was just a normal human.
It was, okay. It depends on who you ask. If you ask custodians, they'll say it was a custodian guard who jumped between Horus and the Emperor. If you ask Blood Angels, they'll say it's a Blood Angels Terminator who jumped between them. If you ask any guardsman, they will say it's the man with balls of steel himself. It's Elenius Pius, the standard bearer. If you don't, okay, I've not explained who Elenius Pius is. Elenius Pius, remember how he had a bunch of perpetual friends?
Yeah.
Elenius Pius was one of them. And he eventually came around to the Emperor. He never became, like, refriended the Emperor. Right. I'm pretty sure he was a perpetual, yeah. And he became a standard bearer in the guard, and he was there to teleport up to Horus's flagship. So just a normal, 6-foot guy against Horus, the War Master. Some people say it's Elenius Pius. Some people say it's just some random guardsman. But no matter what it is, I like to believe it was either Elenius Pius or just a normal guardsman. Just a normal human, not a super soldier in giant Terminator armor, not the perfect being super soldier Custodes. Just a normal guy with a flashlight, the las gun. And you know what Horus does? He laughs at this, and he's like, and the guy in between's like, you won't kill the Emperor. And he just raises his finger, and then the guy just and just explodes. And Horus is like, ha ha ha, the guy exploded. And the Emperor's like,
dead now.
And the Emperor's like, wow, I was wrong. There's no good in your heart at all. And he's like, wow, I'm going to, wow, Horus, you're evil. And Horus stands over him with this mace. He's like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? I'm going to kill you, father. I shall take your empire. And the Emperor says, you won't do that, for I have a secret weapon.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Kind of. He said, and Horus replies, father, what weapon can you have to wield against me? And the Emperor just says, Ligma.
Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
And Horus makes the mistake of asking who Steve Jobs is. The Emperor and then the Emperor fires a lance of psychic energy so potent it hits that plate where Sanguinius hit, goes through his chest plate and straight through him. Just a little tiny lance. It Control-Alt-Deletes Horus. Okay, so if you're a worshipper of chaos, like demons, if you kill them, they'll come back later.
Right.
They go into the warp and they reform.
Right.
If you kill them really hard, they'll take longer, like 1,000 years or 10,000 years. They'll come, or just 10 years or 5 years, or they'll come back, including all the demon primarchs, everybody, and perpetuals and stuff. You know.
Right.
The Emperor Control-Alt-Deleted Horus's soul. As in the Chaos Gods, no matter how much the Chaos Gods will try, Horus will never be ever again. Horus will try. They could try to bring him back, and it would literally be impossible. the closest you could get is a clone. A soulless clone. Well, we might get into that later. But yeah. The Horus, the very idea of Horus being alive, the way he was then killed by a single mind bullet from the Emperor. I think it was a single mind bullet. He might have had multiple, but still. I'm pretty sure it's just single lance. But yeah.
It was a single lick my balls.
Yeah,
Horus was never heard from again.
Yeah, Horus was never heard from again. And then on the floor, Rogel Dorn then comes in right on time to see his dad on the floor dying, Horus dead, Sanguinius also dead. He runs over to Horus, to his dad. He's like, son, I'm dying. Rogel Dorn's like, yes, father, I see that. Put me on the golden throne. Okay, father. And so Rogel Dorn picks him up, brings him back down, and he pulls off Malcador. Malcador's kind of looking like a yeah, he's looking more wrinkly than normal. So they pull him off the throne and put the Emperor on the throne. And, well, they're hooking up the Emperor. And the last words of the Emperor is like, Malcador will now be known as Malcador the hero. That's my final decree. And Malcador is like reaching out, like, Emperor, take my last bit of life so you could hang on just that little bit longer to get fully hooked up to the throne. And he, like, gives him, like, the little tiny bit of last of his life force. And he turns to dust. Malcador, his best friend, the last thing that the Emperor sees before he, like, goes into his, like, coma state on the Golden Throne is his best friend of 10,000 years turning to dust. So, yeah, the Emperor's not having a great time. Yeah, no, it was a terrible time. Rogel Dorn is, yeah, not having a good time. Horus is dead. Sanguinius is dead. My boy, Rogel Dorn! Yeah. And now the Emperor looks like Skeletor. But yeah, and that's how they get the idea to sacrifice 1,000 psychers to him every single day to keep him alive. Yeah. It gets, yeah. And so then all of the traitors are like, ah crap, we lost, and try to run. And then the Space Wolves show up and go, ooh, time to murder. And then the Blood Angels are still berserking, killing everybody. And then the Ultramarines show up, we're like, tax returns time! And then the Dark Angels show up, and we're like, hi, don't worry, man, I really hope nothing bad happens that will kind of ruin our reputation and make us really bad later on. But we're also here. And yeah, so then the Scouring begins. The Scouring is basically where they liberate Mars and pretty much destroy everything that the Horus Heresy did and chase all the traitor legions all the way back to the Eye of Terror. Big terror in real space that leads to the warp. And yeah, there could be more I could go into, like the Iron Cage incident, where Rogel Dorn accidentally killed 90% of his legion, sieging a useless place. I could go into the Dark Angels and how they got betrayed by part of their legion, and their homeworld got sucked into the warp, and the Lion got turned into Sleeping Beauty because of a warp blast. But yeah. Oh yeah, but like, so, real quick, before we end, are we playing one of the Tide games tomorrow? Yes, but it's gonna be mostly a just chatting stream, and then I'll call you up to play a Tide game. Either Vermintide or Dark Tide, depending on what works, but my computer might not be able to run Dark Tide very well on stream. So it might be Vermintide. Yeah, before I end this off, alright. You might be asking something, right? Any questions?
Could you repeat all of that?
Could I repeat the last 3 hours?
Yeah.
It's been 3 hours! Well, you might be wondering. Okay, you guys might be wondering how the Imperium got to be like this if the Primarchs are still around, you know? Because, like, how could the Emperor be worshipped as a god and stuff, and the Imperium decay, and, like, innovation is heresy and all that stuff? Well, you see, the Lion got turned into Sleeping Beauty by a warp blast after he went back to his home world. Got sucked into because of a heresy, and the Dark Angels still don't live that down. They're like, we're not heresy, we're not heretics, what are you talking about? What are you talking? Do you think we're heretics? None of us are heretics, time to die! It's like, why'd you shoot that guy? You sound like heretic. We're not heretic! You know, because like a little tiny bit of their legion went traitor, and now they won't stop hunting for that tiny bit that went traitor. They're also scoured through time, so good luck finding them. And yeah, that's why the Dark Angels are really untrusting and keep like running away from battles. Like, wow, we've almost... Thank you, Dark Angels. You've come to save us. Okay, there they go. Now we're dying because orcs or whatever, you know. Anyways, they kind of ruined their reputation because they're not... Anyways, so the lion got turned into Sleeping Beauty. He's now asleep in the fortress monastery, the Rock. No one knows that except for a few people, but he's asleep deep in there. He'll, quote, wake up when the Imperium needs him most. No, we're not getting your brain. That was how Gilliman got revived, was to get a kiss from his Eldor girlfriend. Anyways, okay, that is a meme. Sorry, Gilliman got his throat penetrated by his gay brother. You're just a simple nod.
Yeah, I mean, these things happen.
These things, okay. So.
Are you saying that you've never been penetrated in the throat by your gay brother before?
You have a brother?
No, maybe. I don't know.
What? Okay.
You don't worry about those things. When you get penetrated in the throat by your gay brother, that's when you realize, oh crap, I got a gay brother.
Okay. What actually happened was the same thing, but Fulgrim, the giant snake guy, took a poison blade and stabbed him and slit his throat with it, and the poison made him go into a coma. Now he's on life support. So Gilliman, no more tax returns. Rogel Dorn, really early on, at the end of the Scouring, like the first like crusade, no, not right after the Scouring, but a bit after, like 500 years. Like one of the first Black Crusades of Abaddon began, and he went on a ship, and was just like, and then like he was separated from all his guys, and like 100 Chaos Space Marines trapped him in the hallway. He was like, "Hey, buddy, what's up?" And then, you know. But when his legion actually got there, they found like hundreds of dead bodies and Rogel Dorn's left hand. Right hand, left hand? Yeah, one of his hands. That's all they found of him. So he could have been dragged away to his death by 100 murderers, or he could have been dragged away, fought them off, and only lost a hand, and now he's somewhere else recovering. He's probably that because Games Workshop wants to sell more models, and I really want Rogel Dorn to return. Anyways, they kind of retconned that from him to being definitely dead to being maybe dead, you know? Vulcan got attacked by some orcs and accidentally got blown up, but he's really dead for real this time, for realsies. No, he's not. He's coming back. Like some Wa energy engine, like, oh no, he's actually dead this time, guys. Yeah, no, Vulcan's coming back. But yeah, he's probably on some backworld planet, like defending a small medieval village from some orcs or whatever. Ferris Maris is dead. Corvus Corax, Raven Boy. He was like, Lorgar went into the warp. I remember how he was like, he almost killed him on his fan. He was like, as revenge, I'm going to kill you. I've got your scent. And Lorgar was like, that's really weird. And Corvus was like, caca, and flew in after him. And now he hunts him forever, and because he's been in the warp for so long, he kind of mutated into this big demon bird. Now he's literally a raven. He's a big, scary, like, demon raven with the claws and the... Did you just say hot?
Maybe.
Okay.
Listen, that's literally me. I'm Big Bird Boy.
Right. Slap a jetpack, wing, claws, and an edgy haircut, and bam! Corvus Corax!
There you go.
Anyways, but yeah. Oh yeah, Lorgar tried to fight him one time. He's like, he hid in his tower, and there's like this bird outside, like, come out! Ting, 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 ting. Come out! And Lorgar was like, okay, I will! And then got absolutely bodied, and like scurried back inside real quick. He's like, never mind. But he's recently been able to escape, and he's now outside causing chaos in the real world, in real space. So Corvus Corax, I really want to see the model of Demon Bird Boy. That'll be really fun. But Lehman Russ is like, I'm going to I can't do a Viking accent. I'm going to revive Dad. And then I'm going to search for the Tree of Life with the life fruit that will revive Dad. What? Atoning for past sins! And he flew into the Eye of Terror. Jeez, is that everybody? That might be everybody. Oh yeah, Oh, I didn't explain the Death Guard! Remember Morty?
Yeah. Yeah.
When they were going through the warp, this guy named Typhon, back before the siege of Terra, like right before the siege as they were going there, this guy named Typhoon killed all of his navigators. It's like, how are we gonna navigate the warp? It's like, Dad, I was actually a navigator the whole time. Navigators are like guys with like third eyes. They could like navigate the warp. It's weird. Anyways, he was like, I'm a navigator, and navigated. Like, he's not a navigator. They navigated them straight into Nurgle's realm, and then they all got infected with Nurgle. And Typhoon then changed his name to Typhus because again, subtlety. And now he has a hive of flies growing out of his back.
Like
Gross.
you do.
Yeah, and now all the Space Marines on his thing were infected with like a rot, but they wouldn't die. And Nurgle was like, haha, look at your guys, endlessly in pain, but can't die. I could make it all go away. And Mortarian's lying there and also in pain, not dying. He's like, as if I had a choice, fine, I'll give you my soul. It's like, good, okay. And he didn't change that they were constantly sick and dying. He only changed that they couldn't feel pain anymore.
Right, yeah.
And that's how the Plague Marines happened. Anyway, sorry, small tangent about that. I forgot to go over the Death Guard. Conrad Kurz got assassinated. Rogaldor got dragged away. Lehman Russ went into the warp. The Khan! Some Dark Eldar went, attacked his homeworld, and he was like, oh, you think you're fast? I'm the fastest guy ever! Jumped on his motorbike, and as the portal to the webway was closing, he jumped in. He's never been heard from since. So do you know, so he could either be in Kamara. He's probably not. But, so remember how he was swapped around by the Segra, the Laughing God?
Yeah.
Of the Eldar?
Yeah.
Guess who lives in the webway? The Laughing God. Guess who's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With the Laughing God? Probably the Khan. So, you know, the Clown God has him, like, in a jar ready to do something, to fight Chaos. Because, again, Eldar hate Chaos, so Segra will also hate Chaos. So he would be using his, so he has his,
Pokeball.
yeah, Pokeball with him inside, I guess. Or probably has him trapped in, like, an endless maze in the webway for the last 10,000 years. Oops! But yeah, that's what happened to Jagatai. And yeah. So yeah, that's all the Primarchs. And that's the Horus Heresy, and a little bit of the Scouring. And yeah, okay, this concludes my Warhammer lore streams. Don't worry, this isn't going to be a Warhammer lore channel. Don't worry.
No, we have to keep going.
It's been 3 hours, dude.
At least until we get past 10:30.
No, I'm tired, dude. Alright, okay, so, yeah, I think tomorrow we're going to, just be a normal, just chatting stream, and then some gameplay maybe at the end, probably a Vermintide, maybe Darktide if I could get it working. Probably Lord Avarice will be there, so that should be fun. Yeah. This hurts my brain now. Dude, you just listened to 3 hours of Warhammer lore. If you don't have a headache, then there's something wrong with you. Who's your favorite? Oh, my favorite Primarch. Ooh, that's a tough one. Oh, I don't think I have I like them all for different reasons. I would have to say my favorite, just of all, would probably... I like Dorn a lot, but probably just for his aesthetics. The Adeptus Ridiculous episodes really changed my mind on a few ones. Like Perturabo. I used to think Perturabo was a petulant man-child and nothing more, but instead, he's a petulant man, a very interesting petulant man-child. I like him. I like Perturabo, and I really do like Magnus. But again, that's probably because Texas speech. Primarchs that I like just without the memes and without the lore, sorry, in the actual lore, I don't know. I love New Gilliman. Old Gilliman was boring as hell. New Gilliman, he has ultra depression, which makes him very interesting. Because Gilliman recently has been revived in the setting, and he's like, oh my god, this place is terrible. What have you been doing? You know? Because, like, it's literally everything that the Emperor hates. And, you know, so he's like, why are we still here just to suffer? And it's a very interesting character arc for some guy who's just a tax returns boy. And yeah. Anyways. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. It was very fun, question mark. I hope you guys had at least an interesting time listening to me rant for 3 hours. Thoughts on Arcs of Omen? I like it. Vashtor. Vashtor's really cool. It's really cool. He's like a demon mechanicus guy. He's like the god he's like the god of the. He's like the. Let's see, 40k Vashtor. King. This is what he looks like. That.
Interesting.
This guy. Yeah, that guy.
Seems like he would give good hugs.
Yes, this guy. Look at those hugs. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he's like a Chaos Mechanicus guy. He's really cool. But yeah, he's like the Chaos Weapons dealer. He never lies, and all of his contracts are mutually beneficiary, and he deals all the weapons in the Soul Forge of the Warp. He's pretty cool. Yeah. And his model is very new, and it's not even out yet. Anyways,
So
that's
purple,
all
so
for now.
Purple. Can I go home now?
I thought you said you wanted to keep going.
As a joke.
Okay, cool, because I wanted to leave as well. I'm very tired. If you like that, hit all the buttons. Don't worry. I know a lot of people. I'm pretty. I haven't actually seen too much. Actually, I've not really seen any of this, but I'm worried that people will be like, "Oh, you're changing your channel just because you hit 40k." No. This is 2 days. This is just like a few days of 40k lore. No more 40k lore. Back to normal. Back to normal broadcasting. I just wanted to have fun because I hit 40k. I know most people don't care, but I do. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, normal stream is tomorrow. Kinda normal. Normal, just chatting. If you like that.
Purple, I have a family.
Also memes on Saturday. Anyways, right, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye. Sorry. Did you have a good time, at least, kinda?
I have a headache now, but that was fun.
Yeah, fun headache. Like VR chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, bye.